Redemption begins. Find yourself within. Take up your blade. Let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid. Make your destiny will find you. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Hello, checkers and pleasers. We are back for another week.
We did it. We're alive. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Were we going to die?
I mean, you never know.
We will at one point.
Oh,
I mean,
I don't want to, though.
Most of us.
some of us. Some of us might be immoral.
Either, Kenny.
Some of us may have already taken our essences and sealed them into a phylactery to remain alive forever, or at least
Spell
pseudo-alive.
depression.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, everybody. I'm Beardy.
Hi, Beardy.
Welcome back.
I'm Keni, and I play Louie Freeman.
Hi, Kenny.
Hi, Kenny. I'm Screwless, and I play Stavik.
Grem.
Sorry, I'm Grem, and I'm playing the great Valentino.
I'm gonna kill myself.
Looking for.
We'll get the intro right one day.
I am Shane, and I play Xander. No last name currently.
And I'm Xeno. I play the
could
good
have one.
doctor, Zu'lin. So
Yeah. And there we go. Eventually, we'll get the intro right the first time without messing it up. But that day is not today. Hi,
No, it's
everybody.
not.
Welcome back. Last time, as the group had finally made it to the city of Luciana, very large city in the southwestern part of the nation of Burgos. And why were y'all coming here anyway? What was that? Was that all about?
We were hired to deal with murderers or some shit.
An oven?
Yeah, I'm
Last
pretty sure it was a pretty sure it was
Dessert.
pretty sure it was a bakery. That's why you're coming here, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, something about murders, but then there was a bakery, and that's far more important. But you guys stayed the night in a lovely little place called the Majestic Cod.
He was so cute.
Waking up the next morning, Louie could not hold his excitement for going to a library. So on the way to the library, the group stopped their way at a business called Reladime for Zu'lin to make some purchases. And then you popped over to the city library, which is right at the edge of Ivy Park. And we ended with all of you making your way into the building and Louie saying hello to an old friend.
The most liked per votes NPC of all time for check, please.
Yeah. Check, please. Most popular NPC.
What's not to like?
Roads.
all right.
Got great hair.
There
Exactly.
was
It does.
11 votes for Detlef, I believe.
Sounds about right.
And that's our viewer base, kids.
We did it.
Anyways,
That's like 100% of the vote.
yeah.
Well, gosh, guys,
Yeah.
it's a landslide.
It's so good to see you.
It's great to see you too. What brings you back?
Are you playing that game again?
Who me?
It's fine. It's fine, Detlef. I just wanted to get some books, and I have books to bring back. And he just sets down a stack of 3 books in front of Detlef. I read them all, and they were fantastic as normal. Thank you for your suggestions.
Whatever you say. Now let's see if I can process these back into the system. Takes the books, he'll open them up, take a stamp out, stamp a little card inside, slide it over. It does the same with all of them as he sets them into a received bin.
I was looking into getting some books for Laws of the Town, a book on dragons, a book on anatomy.
Oh, okay.
One of
All
the
right.
other books I tend to get, and a history book for the country, please.
Oh, we have quite the selection here. You're welcome to look all around the place, but I have some recommendations. Let me just write some of these down for you.
Thank you, Detlef.
And he will start to write down quite a few things on a little notepad for you and slide the notepad over, and it lists the name, author, and the exact spot that they are supposed to be in based on their card cataloging system.
Mm-hmm.
And he just does this from memory, which is kind of strange that he just has these all of the book title, author, and exact location
The fucking dragon.
just up there. So he writes all this out on a pad and then slides the pad over to you. Oh, I hope those are what kind of things you're looking for. If you need any help, though, I'll just be up here.
Thanks, Detlef. You
Oh, of
always know
course.
how to help.
Hi, it's good seeing you again, Louie.
It's good seeing you too. I'm sure it won't be long this time. And he'll just immediately start walking in like he owns the place almost in the library. And he's just counting the rows of books, the bookshelves, before he makes a stop.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanted to learn about anatomy, there's little I could not teach you.
What?
I'm just saying, there is a wealth of knowledge right away if you're looking for a repository of knowledge. All kinds.
I just thought it would be helpful. What,
Didn't know what kind of books you were looking for.
We can discuss. Anatomy is one of my specialties.
As is it mine as well.
Can't confirm.
I think that group discussions can be valuable.
Okay. I
I
just
too am a fan of group discussions.
think that... And Louie's eyes are just darting between three people nervously. I'm fine with a book, personally. I don't...
Suit yourself.
Gosh, it's so nice for you all to order offer. And he just grabs a book and just scurries away.
Personally, I think that hands-on experience is far more valid than reading just a book on the subject.
My friend, I could not agree more.
I'm gonna kill myself.
You really
Same.
have to get get elbow deep in whatever you're doing to truly understand it.
Oh wow, there's so many good books over here, guys.
That's a very about.
His face is bright red as he continues to find his other books. So he gets. I guess he'll get his book of anatomy first,
Sure.
then laws,
So
then dragons.
Absolutely.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay. So you go look for the Book of Anatomy, and what you find is a book titled Anatomia Humana Descubrimientos Médicos en Luciana, which generally translates to Human Anatomy, Medical Discoveries in Luciana by Dr. Olivia Olierno.
Perfect. Just carries that with him and then continues on to the next book. Are you guys coming or are you guys lollygagging?
I think lollygagging is acceptable.
Okay. I'm gonna
It's
keep
so
looking.
pretty here.
You guys can check out books too. I don't know how long we're gonna be here, but it would be a great thing to learn more about the town if you guys don't know anything about it.
I'm gonna talk to your friend.
Louie just stops for a moment as he's picking out another book. He slams it onto the other book, and then he kind of rushes through all of the bookshelves to get whatever he needs, and then comes back to Xander. Okay, I got him.
I mean,
Is something the matter?
He ran in the library.
All right. So while Louie is running to grab this collection of books, what would the rest of you like to do?
Find Detlef.
Yeah, find out.
Very easy to do.
Um,
The librarian is right there at the front of the building.
Yeah, what is everybody else doing in the meantime?
In the meantime, I'm gonna PM you. Do you have
You're
some
gonna do one now for me?
Whoa.
Hot.
PM?
Sure. All right.
In the evening.
I'm open to do it.
He will take out a
Scandalous.
pen and quill and some parchment, and write down some topics and fold the slides over to Detlef. Do you have
what are you
any-
looking for today here?
Well,
Well, let's see, shall we?
Type
Understand
faster.
that he may not be the quietest person in the world.
Xander's
Ah.
also standing right there.
As is Zu'lin.
Oh, well, what an interesting topic. I mean, oh, sure. Let's see. There's some cosmology books. Well, let's see here. And he's going to write down something on the same pad of paper and slide it back over to you. And it is going to be a book called The Codex of the Stars by Dr. D. Piero.
Thank you very much. And he toddles off.
Oh, no problem at all. Have a good one. Well, does anyone else need anything? I could recommend any kinds of books, as well as fiction, non-fiction, or works of art, even poetry.
Oh, yes, friend. Do you, by any chance, have heard any information on all the murders in the area?
Oh my! I'm afraid this isn't exactly the kind of place that deals with current events. Exactly. This is a library.
You're not into gossip?
Well, I mean, not particularly. I suppose some people come in here and talk about this and that, but most people don't really come in here to talk about current events. Exactly. Now, we do have a poetry club that meets every week, and some of them wrote about some grisly murders. But that's about all I can think of.
Wait, about the murders or about performing murders?
Oh, about the murders.
So it sounds like
Yes.
might be worth checking out.
What are
That would kill me
you
so hard. They can't figure out it is.
Looking
There's a
through.
fucking slam poetry club where they're like, I killed a woman last night. It felt good.
Snap, snap, snap. Zu'lin, what are you trying to figure out about the murders in particular?
Nothing in particular, friend. Just any information in general. I haven't gone around yet to receive information from anyone else. It seemed like a good place to start.
I agree. I think the Basilica of Saint Sildine is probably a good place for you to start.
The fuck is that? And where in particular is that located?
Right here in the city.
I would assume.
Perhaps, since we're in a library, Detlef can help you out with that.
So you
I'd be happy to. Just let me know what you need. I'll point you in the right direction.
He's looking for directions to the Basilica.
Oh, well, it's just down the road. You just head out of here, make a left, and just head on south. It's a big, tall building with the symbol of the light on the front. You can't miss it.
So you just check out artwork here at the library?
Well, I mean, repositories of literature, that sort of
No,
thing.
you
I
talked
mean,
about
literature is art, my friend.
Well, yes, of course. I would not infer otherwise. Just not what I thought you were inferring when you were saying, dude. All right. So, like, I would assume that there's not any. This library does not have any of my legends collected here. They're pretty rare.
Legends?
Of
Well, what
course.
sorts of legends are you looking for?
Well, I mean, the legends of Valentino, of course.
Children's
He
library.
thinks about that, scratches his chin. I'm afraid we don't have any books for that.
It's understandable that they're very rare. My enemies are many and numerous across many places. They do
I
many
see.
things to disparage me, but they will not succeed.
Perhaps, maybe it'll get written in the future, and then we'll have it in a few years.
I'm certain they will. It's inevitable, really.
Well, then I guess you're just a few years too early then.
That's
I
all right. my
apologize
friend.
for not having the book.
No apology needed. It is, as you said, still in the right time, I'm sure.
Detlev, you said
Hey.
your name was.
Oh, hello there. Yep, Detlev. I'm the librarian. What can I help you
Wonderful.
with?
Well, I was actually more interested in you than in the books.
Well, that's interesting. I mean, I'm just a simple librarian, just here to make sure the books end up in the right hands.
Xander,
What
you
can I do
don't
for
know
you?
her.
He will look at Valentino and he'll give him a wink. Well, it's not every day that I run into a friend of Louie's.
Oh, Louie? Oh, I've known him for, oh boy, must be 4 or 5 years now? Maybe more? Maybe 7 years? Time's a funny thing. Let's
It
see.
is, it is.
Yeah, I do, but I've checked up plenty of books to him. He
I'm sure you
has
have.
a real passion for history and well, national history specifically. Things like which kings came before which kings, and local laws has been one of his favorite recent subjects.
That's
That makes a lot of
wrong.
sense.
Oh, and as far as nonfiction, he does enjoy.
Romance stories.
Perhaps I'd best not get into the specifics.
Yowie.
What?
Well, you're among friends, so I'm sure he wouldn't mind too much. But I understand.
Well, is there anything I can
Now-
help you find? We have plenty of books here. What sorts of
like I
things would you
said,
like to tuck into today? We have a reading nook in the back.
Well, like I said, as much as I love a library, I'm far more fascinated by you than any of the books here. Have you worked in Louisiana the entire time that you've been a librarian?
Oh, here and there, sure. Yeah, I've worked in Louisiana for some time. But like I said, time's kind of a funny thing.
I imagine it would be. Sure.
But I'm just one of the librarians. We have a whole staff.
Oh, lovely. Maybe I'll meet them someday.
Maybe. I think they're all sick today, though. So they're probably not going to be in here. It's just me. Hope that's all right.
Are they sick very often? I am a healer.
Oh, I'm sure that's just something they're probably faking it to enjoy the beautiful day out. Have you been to the park
Oh.
recently? It's really nice out. I had breakfast there this morning.
Wonderful. What did you have?
Oh, just some oats. It's just a simple thing, but while I was eating it, I thought of a poem.
Oh, would you care to share?
I think this is
Oh.
the longest anyone's ever spoken to Detlev.
Probably. Even Riz couldn't handle him.
Really? You sure?
Oh, I'm a
It's
fan
not-
of poetry.
Oh, well, me too. All right. Well, here it goes. So while I was out having my breakfast, among the trees of Ivy Park, I decided to put some words together. In Ivy's Park, where blossoms sway, amidst the shadows, colors play. Beneath the gaze of Citadel Grand, nature's canvas, a tranquil land. Springtime flowers in the air, as flowers bloom with tender care. Petals dance in hues so bright, painting dreams in the morning light. Azure skies,
Sorry.
a gentle breeze, rustling leaves on verdant trees. In Luciana's embrace we find a haven pure of peace entwined. Let us roam in nature's grace, in this sanctuary a sacred place. For in the heart of Luciana fair, Ivy Park blooms beyond compare.
Holy shit.
You didn't tell me you were a professional poet, Detlef.
Oh,
We
it was
just
just a
met.
couple words. It's not that
Just
special.
a couple words.
Mhm.
Of course, of course.
Just the way I felt looking at the flowers.
Well, if you happen to be inspired by anything else, perhaps I will stop by and you would do me the honor of regaling me with another one of your poems.
Oh, well, we have a poetry night every Thursday.
I'd like to sign up for the club, if possible.
Oh, are you sure? Well, that'd be lovely.
Indeed.
Sorry, did I say Thursday? I meant Wednesday. Time's a funny thing.
What the fuck?
Is it
That
Thursday?
it is.
Is it Thursday today?
Today's Thursday.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, every Wednesday. Well, sure. If you
Is
want to
there
sign
a
up,
membership
there's a sign-up sheet right there on the door.
Perfect.
And we'd like to wait.
Xander is going to walk over, and he's going to sign his name in a very gorgeous cursive script.
Mhm. Yep. There's a pencil hanging from it.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Sign your name there. And yeah. There's only a few other names. Most of the sign-up board is in fact blank.
Hmm.
It's the Luciana Poetry Society.
No one appreciates art.
How many names are on there?
3 or 4? 4 now, I
Oh.
guess.
Is Louie on there?
Do I recognize any of them?
No.
Okay.
Are you sure? What are they?
Are you gonna recognize one?
Guys, come on. This is how Detlef was created. Stop.
That's true.
They're just all that look.
One of them is Detlef.
They're just anagrams.
Mhm.
From around the corner, about 5 or 6 rows back, Stavik will lean out.
Herr Detlef, can I borrow you over here for a moment, please?
Oh, well, sure. Pardon me, friend. I am needed elsewhere. And,
Not at all.
He'll move this. There's like a folding bit of the circular counter that he's inside. So he folds it up, and he walks out of the circular counter and goes over to look at Stavik. Well, what can I help you with, friend?
Well, I have 2 books that I'm looking for that may or may not necessarily be the politest of things to shout or write across the library.
Oh, well,
Would you be? And he leans in and whispers into his ear.
well, sure. I mean, it's a library after all, and the pursuit of knowledge is never something to be ashamed of. And then you whisper this into his ear.
Yes.
I love you.
No! No! I have dibs!
I did not hear the dibs.
Don't worry.
Okay. So, Stavik, you whisper this to Detlef, what you've sent me. And Detlef is going to continue smiling. His face doesn't change when you say that.
Mm-hmm.
He just looks back at you and says, I'm not sure if that's a good subject to be researching. Just in general. I mean, I'm not one to keep information behind any sorts of controls, but at the same time, the kinds of folks that look for that kind of information, they typically end up in a very bad spot. And, well, I think for
Well,
your own protection, maybe you shouldn't research that kind of thing.
Well, actually, I'm looking for the people. What I was going to do was look into the cards and see who checked it out and try to find those people.
I mean, that's quite the detective work you're thinking there, but that stuff's mostly restricted these days. You can't just check out those kinds of books. I mean, I'm not saying we have them here, but if we did, they'd be under lock and key.
Okay.
And
well,
none of those books are allowed to leave the building, if we even had them in the first place. If you catch my meaning.
Well, then in that case, I actually do not necessarily need the information in those books. I just need to talk to the people who would be looking for those things.
Well, if anyone does, I'll let you know, but as far as I can remember, no one's looked at one of those things in quite some time. Normally, people don't advertise looking for that kind of information.
We're gonna be in the middle of a quest sometime. We're gonna get a sending. Stavik's gonna get a sending from Detlef. Just, it's happening.
Oh, hey, stop it! Just so you know.
Okay, that I would be very much appreciated. Those are the only people that I think could help my situation. Unfortunately. Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like a serious situation. You want to talk about it? Maybe I can help.
I would.
I am a librarian, after all. We tend to know things professionally.
Could we maybe meet? It's
Hello, my name's Detlef. He holds his hand out.
Hello, my name is Stavik.
Well, there we go. He shakes your hand. Well, now that we've met, what can I do to help?
Well, the people who I would need to talk to would probably know of the people who let's say it's a curse. I think that curse would be the best way to describe this my situation. And he's going to as he's giving stuff Detlef a handshake, he's going to take his glove, turn it over, and just peek at Detlef.
Sure.
And pull it back up.
Yeah.
So I see. You trust Detlef.
That's a random stranger.
Yeah, some random guy.
Yeah.
First,
not the curse breaker.
First of all, Detlef is not just some random stranger. Detlef lives in all of our hearts.
Shut the fuck
He
up,
does.
Beardy.
like a cancer.
Never.
Like a cancer, I agree. Louie doesn't, but Keni
But
do.
a benign one.
The
Yes,
most
a
benign.
very benign one.
There you go. Quote from tonight. Detlef is the most benign cancer.
All right.
Well, that's a heck of a pickle. But, like I said, nobody really looks at those kinds of books anymore, so...
Stavik's a pickle.
Pickle.
Oh no.
Don't even.
Don't
No.
say it.
No.
No.
No, it's banned.
No.
Nope.
There will be so many rocks falling. You don't know what
You
happened.
will die. The
Whole
library
library
just
will just cave in.
collapses.
Yeah, you ever seen the end of
well.
Poltergeist?
Yes.
Yeah, the whole library will just implode. That'll be it.
Yep.
Oh my god.
New campaign.
Well, if anybody like that shows up, I'll make sure to let you know. Is there a way to get a hold of you?
I will be in town for a while. We are going to be searching for individuals who we've heard story of of murders and such.
We are here to assist in bringing the persons to justice.
Huh. Well, all right then. Just I guess pop on back in every couple of days, and I'll let you know if anything's transpired. But if I need to find you, is there a particular place you're staying?
We are. It's in it's sort of like a fish.
Bass Pro Shop.
That.
Bass
It's
Pro
a cod.
Pyramid, thank you very much.
The what?
A cod.
It's a cod.
All right.
Detlef's voice
you got it.
carries.
What's the name of the inn we are in?
I don't know. He has a top hat, and I think he's cute.
Okay. I'll get a hold of you if anything changes.
Thank you.
Detlef knows. It's okay.
And at that, he'll walk back over to the circular desk, let himself back in, and close the counter behind him.
Xander's still leaning on it.
Louie eventually returns with an extra book. He looks pale from the weight.
Hello.
Okay.
Would you like me to help you with that?
No.
Oh, okay. I would not presume.
I take care of my books very carefully, and I don't want anything to happen to them. I have a very good working relationship with Detlef, and I don't want to ruin that.
I respect that.
Okay. He just puts them on the desk. And
Well, let's see here.
the extra book is a book on publishing.
Cool.
Oh.
All right. So we have the let's see, poetry of the readings. Let's see, the Book of Ancient Mysteries. That's a fun one.
Mhm.
The Science of Alchemy. That's always interesting. Heritage of Kings. All right. Code of Laws of Luciana. That'll be useful. Oh, even a court law. The jurisprudence of Luciana's courts. Well, that'll be good. It'll keep you out of trouble, huh?
Yeah.
Not
Good,
particularly
good.
light reading.
Oh, this will be done in a couple of days.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what this one is. The Book of Dragons, Myths and Legends.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fun.
That'll be fun. You see, it even has one on the front. Holds up the book. Roar! That's a pretty good illustration on there. Let's
Xander
see.
chuckles.
And then and then we got this one, and he'll grab a particular fiction book.
Wait,
Out of
no,
the
you don't
stack.
have to. And Louis just puts his hand over it. We don't have to say what that one is.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know, the author, Ignacio Velasquez, real spicy work that one writes.
Okay,
So,
you suggested
you should-
this.
Really enjoy that one. Yeah. I'm sure
Well,
you will.
Detlef has known you for 5 years, hasn't he? I assume he knows your taste quite well.
Louis looks at Xander confused. 5?
Around.
Oh, it's the game again. Okay, yeah, 5.
Mm-hmm.
He cringes at
Well-
himself for making faces.
Well, all right. Let's see. I just need to see your library card.
Here you go.
Oh, all right.
Pristine as always.
He takes the card and he writes down a few things in a notepad, then hands it back.
Thank
There
you.
you go.
And he
Okay.
just starts putting his books in his bag. And you can see his entire body start to slant more as each book goes into it. Okay.
Do you have the knowledge for? I mean, law and rule writing is very dense materials. Do you have the
Is it?
a compendium of translations? Sometimes those lawyers, whew, and magistrates, they write in very cryptic.
What, like it's hard?
Yeah, Louis is definitely making that face.
Valentino's
Okay.
making that face as well.
if you say so. I mean, I guess for someone who's a bit less educated, that would be hard.
Wow, that's right to the quick. Okay, thank
That
you.
must
Well,
sting a lot
oh,
coming from someone who learned mostly from books.
I mean, I'm sure you could up your intelligence. You remind me of someone, actually.
Ooh.
It's a girl I met in Sejun. Her name was Kasabi.
oh,
Well, actually, you're probably more educated than her.
oh,
Yeah.
thank you. I think.
It was like an elephant or something, I swear to God.
No, she sounds nice.
She was.
I
I don't think I ever met
I-
that one. Did you ever bring her into the library?
No.
No, that'd be why.
Anyways,
Anyone else need any books? Still have plenty.
No, just this one that you recommended to me.
Sure.
Well, yeah,
I don't have a library card, so
Oh, well, let me get you
what do you
signed
need?
up. Let's see. Just need, let's see. Registration fee is 1 copper coin. And
Okay, I think.
if you don't have that, we can always work out a payment plan over time.
No, 99999.
I like the penny
If I
jar,
give, if
the
I
dish.
gave a gold, can it go towards upkeep of the library?
Well, that's very generous of you. If you want to donate, sure you can.
I'd like to donate the total, well, the remainder of 1 gold minus the registration fees.
Sure.
that's
Go ahead and
really
take
kind
a
of
gold
you.
coin off your character sheet.
Yeet.
Which I'm looking at, and I don't see you having any coins at all.
Oh, so we have we not divvied up what was from the party thing?
Oh, let me see here.
No, we haven't divvied up
there's,
anything.
There's party loot, but yeah, it hasn't been divvied.
My apologies. I thought we had
So-
done that already. Mind if I grab it?
So Stavik, you go to grab your coin purse, and you find it to be empty.
I would give
Xander will
Stavik-
reach into his pouch and take out 10 gold pieces and just put it on the table.
Oh,
Please take the rest as a charitable donation, as my friend said.
Wow. Well, just look at you all. Just some of the most pleasant and generous folks we've had in here in a long time. Wow.
Why, thank you.
oh, I did have a question. Should we find ourselves out of the area when this is due?
You don't have to worry about that, Stavik.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
it seems like
happens?
that wouldn't be a problem.
Oh, do we just find another library and
Yeah.
it gets?
Yeah,
Oh, that is wonderful.
it's a great
Uh,
exchange system.
that's fantastic. The sad of that library is that we in that town, that we were just in.
Who runs this exchange system? There must be some sort of organization,
Detlef.
some sort of librarians guild.
Hello.
Sure. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Was there?
There's a librarians organization that stretches across this entire world.
Yep.
Why, it's one of the oldest organizations there is.
Where does
Pulling
The
a
this
string.
beginning
Strange-
of the candle of civilization itself. And since the first time people started putting books together. Why?
Oh,
they've
that
been around.
bookbinding book you gave me the other day was perfect. By the way,
Oh,
it helped out so much. But
Oh, did you use some of the skills in it?
I did, but I'm not really good at the whole picture leather part. Like the dragon on this one.
Right? Doesn't it just look so realistic? It just
Does.
like it could just jump off right off the cover at you, huh?
Maybe. But I want to get to this skill level. When I come back,
Mhm.
can you have something ready that could be a bit more intense in instruction?
Sure. Something more intermediate level.
Mhm.
You got it.
Thank you, Detlef.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure to see you, Louie.
It's good to
And,
see you too.
Here's your library card. Just sign your name at the top here, and then print it out very wide in block letters beneath that. Yep. All right. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. All right, there it is.
What does his
Wow.
handwriting look like?
What does his handwriting
Out of
look like?
curiosity.
I mean, he was asked to do like big block letters. Though.
Okay. So it would look very fancy.
Hmm.
Very very
I thought so.
calligraphic.
Calligraphic.
We have 3
Calligraphic!
calligraphy bitches in this house.
XP bitches. Okay, let's
Well,
go.
I think Zu'lin is the only one with bad handwriting, then.
Have you seen my handwriting?
Sorry. Zu'lin has the most.
You showed
unique
your notebook to
handwriting, is
everyone.
what I meant to say.
Yeah.
It's very distinct.
And I'm assuming Vil would have the same lettering as
Oh,
they would use
Protean
the
letters.
same Protean letters, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely has a not nearby kind of look to it. It definitely seems a little foreign, little too fancy for this area.
Wow, this is really villish.
What do you mean for this area?
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah, I
what that
wondered
means.
that
Damn.
too.
Oh yeah, no, the people that write here barely literate.
No, it's fine. It's not like Louie's spoken about how there is royalty in this like country or anything.
Barely literate.
Or, yeah, it's just, how it is a country with people in it.
You put away your fine china when they come to visit.
Wow.
Wow.
Just saying they have only 4 people that signed up for their poetry society, so they're not,
Well, poetry's
high-class
different.
I mean, Stavik is not one of those people. So,
That is true.
don't know where his fingers are pointing.
No, poetry would not be Stavik's forte. No. Mm-mm.
I really want to hear it now,
Hey,
though.
Detlef, I'll probably
Painting,
see
yeah,
you
sure.
in about a day or at least 18 hours for you, I think.
Sure. Whenever you get back, I'll be waiting for you.
Thank you.
That actually was a question I was going to ask. Are you working tomorrow, Detlef?
Let me check the schedule.
When do you get off?
He turns and he
That's what I want to know.
opens up a ledger. Opens up a ledger and looks into it, flips a few pages, puts it back. I'm pretty sure I'll be in tomorrow. Got to
Excellent.
cover for
And,
a sick employee.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
It happens
What
all the
time
time.
do
You
you
wouldn't
get in?
You wouldn't be surprised. You wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
Oh, the library's hours are from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
That's good to know.
Okay.
And I'm here all day. Open to close.
Thank you, Detlef.
Why, I even do after hours reshelving that oftentimes takes a few hours. Sometimes I just sleep in the back.
Really like it.
Louis just looks up at Xander and is just trying to express something to him with his eyes, but he's probably doing a very bad job at it.
I see. Well, I understand.
Is there
and
anything
it
I can help you
is
find?
Perhaps another time.
Yeah, if you're sure.
You're not going to the library without me.
I'm not so sure about that one, Louie.
Wanna bet?
Yes, I do. And you've already lost.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Oh!
Louis just
So.
glaring at Xander quietly.
Anything
Why not?
with the
So-
party?
I do believe there's a carnival nearby.
It's a circus, actually. Oh my god, Detlef, I've never been to a circus before. You remember this with the books and. Right?
Sure. It's in town. Let's see. I saw some flyers for it. I think it's called the Barcelo Brothers set up here. They have all kinds of shows and
What
and
nationality
kinds of
is that
performers?
name? Barcelos.
The Barcelo Brothers. Oh, they're from all over, but I think they go around mostly through Burgos and Codre, maybe even up into parts of Parthenay sometimes. Mostly the western side of Obador.
Just western side, no free states or anything.
Oh no, that'd be a heck of a travel from here.
Circuses.
Can't imagine a circus going all the way over there unless they could fly, but I think an all-flying circus would kind of defeat the purpose of trapeze artists.
That's true, unless it was mixed. Don't you think?
Well, the only flying
Trapeze
circus I
in
know
the
is
air.
really good, so.
Really?
I think they were Darahis or something.
I've never heard of them. But if
You
you
have.
ever find them, let me know.
Teraham? Having a circus.
Oh, sure. I mean,
Well, not-
mostly
I mean,
they
with
just
it-
eat fish and have cold climates. But, every so often they do fun things too. At least some of the books I've read say so.
Mm-hmm.
When they're not spying on people.
That's more like it.
Isn't that the truth?
Mm-hmm. Well, do you guys need any other books while we're here, or bakery time?
9.
Where's Bastion?
We have plenty of books.
Bastion?
You look around and note that Bastion is not in the library.
Oh no.
Is Clara with us?
No.
Oh my god. Okay.
When's the last time we saw?
Well,
Bro.
Bastion was with us in the alchemy shop, I'm pretty sure.
They were with you when you left the alchemy shop. When you left Reladine.
Okay.
Sorry, I should be more clear. It's not an alchemy shop, exact.
Tomato.
Technology. It's a technology firm. Anyway.
I think
You gotta come back with that tomato. Tomato, fucking alchemy and engineering.
Yeah. Different things. Just want to clarify that you can't buy like
Tomato,
potions
tomato.
of healing at Reladine.
Tomato.
Tomato.
No, tomato. Anyways,
Mm-mm.
I think we should get going right now.
Was there a particular reason for that?
Clara and Bastion are both gone.
Yeah, I figured that they were gonna be fucking
And-
bored by this place.
What?
I mean, at least figure Bro would be bored by a library.
No.
That doesn't surprise me.
Xander, what did you say? Again?
What did I say?
Did you say again?
Perhaps.
Have they been going off together lately?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. I
Well, there was
will
nothing to know about.
take
them.
your word for that. All right. Okay, we should all stick together, but we should definitely find out where the two are. Or not. I just
I'm
have
on
some
the job.
concerns.
All right,
Thank you, Valentino.
I'm gonna rush out of the library.
Wait, we're
They
supposed to stay
immediately
together.
aside.
You rush out the library, and on the large stone steps leading up to the library, of which they're quite broad and have columns going down the sides, it's a very beautiful looking. In our culture, I would say that it was very Greco style architecture, but in this case, it would not be the proper term. But anyway, next to one of the columns, you see Bastion and Clara there, having a conversation off to the side.
Another victory for Valentino. The job is complete.
Louie will stop at the door for a moment and then go over. I was worried about you two.
What do you mean?
I didn't know where you guys went.
We just right here.
Okay.
You just went in the library. We just hung out here. Like, I'm not exactly like a book guy, so you know.
You should have met the fucking librarian though. This guy was a character.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like, what's he like?
Louie was all over him.
Oh shit! Really?
Don't put it that
Mhm.
way.
You was
He's a
barely
real
keeping your hands to
psychopath.
yourself as well, Xander.
I kept my hands to myself.
But only just barely.
Hmm.
Oh, what the fuck just happened?
We'll tell you when you're older.
I'm almost
I
30.
believe-
You can't just say that.
A conversation.
Okay. It doesn't matter. I've known Detlev like my whole life, so I was just excited to see him. I'm sorry.
Well, you was sorry about him.
You
He's
guys,
an interesting guy.
you said that he just pouts there.
See, now I feel like I missed out on something by not going in there.
So
You might have.
your
He's
law
still there.
books. Your law books.
You can
What
come
are you
back.
intending to find?
I'm finding ways to avoid being thrown into jail.
Those
What are your concerns about? Why is that your concern? Just don't do not
I
bad
didn't
things.
tell you. Okay.
Don't get caught. Like that's the easiest way to not go to jail.
I mean, or just don't do things that would put you in jail.
Yeah, but like then you have to know what not do at what times. I mean, nobody's got time for that. Just don't get caught.
Mostly, you just have to assume that most things function on the same moral code. Then you can avoid those situations.
You would think.
Yeah, or don't get caught.
Or you can just do as I do in both things. Learn everything and also not get caught.
I
like
think it
Valentino's.
will-
I think books of
It'll
law
also
may
help.
actually help us with our investigation.
I agree.
They will.
Oh.
But once we make our affiliation with House Dupree known, that will also go very far. Once they know that we're after John, they should be very...
John?
The killer?
What?
John Doe.
He's a name? He's named?
John St. Sildine.
It did not.
When
it's
did
his
you
name.
hear
Bastard
this?
just shrugs.
When did you
Bastard
hear this
shrugs.
name?
Yeah.
Did she tell us?
It's pretty well known. He was named that after the site of the first killing, the Basilica.
I know you're from Burgos, but are you from this town specifically?
No,
Which one?
many.
It's not really like an answer. I mean,
It's fine.
I'm from the road.
I don't care.
I guess it's like the same thing you hear when you ask like Louie, like, "Hey Louie, where you from?"
Everywhere.
It's not exactly the right
Everywhere.
question.
Yeah, right.
No, that's a
I mean,
very
that means you
vague.
two are
kind of-
like-
I'm Stavik, Stavik from Stavik.
Oh, is it like
mhm.
von Ostevik?
No, Stavik Wilhelm Stavik.
Wilhelm.
Wilhelm.
Well, I too from everywhere, so I understand.
Wait, so we got 3 people from the same place? It's
Yes,
crazy.
and that place is all places.
Wow. Damn.
Oh, I'm definitely
didn't
not
think
from
I'd run in-
everywhere.
Zu'lin, are you also from everywhere?
Yeah, where are you from?
Damn it, I knew.
You're
what is
like,
the,
maybe if I stay quiet, no one will ask me.
Sorry, I was looking for the map and I can't access it, so
I'm sorry, which map do you need?
just the main map.
Don't you have it saved? And your desktop screensaver or something?
There you go.
That would be crazy.
Oh, no, I come from Kanyes.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, hey, me too. That's cool. Yeah, but so we got 2 people from Kanyas, and we got 3 people from everywhere, and we got 1 person from Ville. Okay.
That is correct.
Well, Xander did say everywhere Burgos, technically.
I said many places,
Many
not
places.
everywhere. I'm most certainly not from everywhere.
But you are from Burgos.
In a sense.
Okay.
So mysterious. Do you know what's not mysterious? A carnival. I want to see.
Actually, they should have all of the mystery at a carnival.
First of all, it's a circus, and second of all, mystery is like one of the big things they do.
Mhm.
Wait, we should go to the bakery first. Bastion, you wanted to go to a bakery, right?
I think that's
I mean,
a good idea.
I want to go to the bakery.
And it's
Also,
still
it's,
early
like,
enough to where we should be.
Pretty
able to-
early. It's like maybe 9:30. So like
Yeah, I
I don't
perhaps
think
we
the
should
circus
speak
is,
on
like,
our-
going on yet. That's normally like an evening thing, right?
I've never been to a
think.
circus.
What
Maybe
is
it's like
name
an
of people
afternoon
we're talking
thing.
to?
Shouldn't we also be making time to talk to our contacts in the city?
Yes.
Do we have to?
Probably should.
We'll go get some
Yeah,
bread and then we'll collect our
probably
bread.
should. We could get some bread, enjoy it, really enjoy it. Maybe does it have espresso, cafe, also sort of
it's very orc
things like that.
styled. But okay. I mean, I suppose that one place had some. I wouldn't have a problem with more coffee, but
Coffee's a
tea is
pretty
where
big
it's
import.
at, really.
Tea is quite good.
Oh no,
What?
not tea drinkers. It's
I
like
mean, if it has milk in it, it's really really good.
milk. It's
Does
like
it have-
it's like you can't even. It's like I'm gonna like throw out like the worst drink I can think of, and I'm gonna think out of a way to make it even more disgusting. Like
This is hurtful, bro.
I mean, like milk and tea. Like,
Bro.
come on.
Yes.
There are teas that have fascinating properties, you know?
I mean, like, wait, like ones that make you horny?
Yes,
Yes.
among other things.
I've heard about those.
You need help getting
Sleepy
horny?
time teas are wonderful too.
I had that the other night actually. Xander made some for me.
I do like sleepy time teas.
It's really good, but it needed milk. But
That's
that's
awesome.
okay. I put some of the icing from those like little cakes we got on into the tea. That made that way better.
Have
wasn't
you
sweet
ever
enough
put
before.
Sugar
chocolate
cream in
in-
there.
Have you ever put your chocolate inside hot milk?
No. Why?
It is delicious.
I don't know. That
Well-
stuff's like really spicy.
It is normally, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
delicious.
so you not get affected by spice? I can't handle
No.
anything spicy. I'm gonna be honest.
Well, the milk.
This explains
would
why we can only
counteract the
interact with
spice.
limited rations.
What?
That makes
By the way.
sense.
I don't know. It makes my tongue feel weird, you know?
It tingles.
Your group, while talking, is traveling southwest along the side of
Mhm.
Ivy Park, and you can still see the morning sun streaking through the park. It does, in fact, look beautiful. So perhaps your buddy there in the library was onto something with his poem. But from here, you have an option. You have a decision to make. Would you like to travel west to the trader side and eventually to the Barcelo Brothers Circus? Or would you like to travel to the south and go to the Blessed Oven?
Oven. Louis votes oven.
I mean, it's not going to take us all day to get to the circus, right?
No.
Correct.
So Bro's point before is pretty poignant. It seems like we only really have one
You're gonna get the
option.
best sweets early in the morning.
Yeah,
that too.
the best bread would be the ones that
Yeah,
comes
bread.
right from the oven.
I mean, they may already be out, but we'll see, man.
Should we run?
Oh, you guys have no idea. This is when I say like this is literally the best place I've ever eaten, I mean that. And I've eaten in a lot of like weird places, and I've stolen from a lot of dumpsters behind restaurants. So like I know what I'm talking about. These guys are the best.
What about Palasos?
Yeah, sure. Palaces too. Yeah,
I think
why not?
I know what I'll draw today. All right, let's go.
Play against
Bro
that.
eating from a garbage can.
Hey, you do what you got to do.
Oh,
Yeah.
Make it a judge.
there are plenty of people who just don't have it as good as others, and that's actually a very valuable way for people to get food and still be able to contribute to society, technically. I mean, if you're really lucky, a society would normally have it so that those
wouldn't
businesses
have to.
would give out the food after they were done for the day.
That's almost never
And
happens.
punish those who don't.
Excuse me?
When you waste food, it is wrong. When you just throw it away, it is wrong. It should go to the food kitchens.
I mean, not every
And-
town has a food kitchen, Stavik. You
Oh.
need to understand this. Not everyone's so lucky to be able to provide for other people, even.
And very often, what you consider, or what I would call a food kitchen, many others would consider a thieves' guild.
That's true. Some of those places have some secrets in them.
Speaking of thieves guilds, we should probably watch out because, like, I think I said before, you're probably gonna get pickpocketed in this town. Like, it's pretty bad. So just like make sure to tuck your money pouches in. Watch for like anybody bumping into you, and just kind of just be careful. Just follow my lead, all right?
Okay.
Would you mind holding mine for me, bro?
I'm gonna hold your money for you. All right, sounds good. Holds his hand out.
Xander will hand over his money pouch.
Does it have sand in it?
No.
Oh, he didn't listen. It clinks.
Why would it?
He goes over and he takes out some sand and puts sand in your pouch and shakes it to get the sand between the coins, and then we'll squeeze it tight and then like tie the end at that so it doesn't have any room to move around, and then from there he'll put it into a belt pouch and then tie the belt pouch shut.
I
All
already
right.
won.
I mean, whatever. Let's see here. Blessed oven. Yeah, right this way. You guys, you might already be able to smell it. Just take a whiff of that.
Is there like
And-
a sizable population of halflings, gnomes, or goblins, or any other small folks?
In this city,
Yeah,
not sizable, no.
then I'm probably not too worried about pickpockets. You can really. Oh, excuse me there, buddy. Whoa!
What about the children?
The children can stay the fuck away from me.
I mean, in general, that's what you do.
I just imagine Valentino giving a thief child the 1-2. It's like, that's what you get.
I'm just imagining some kid runs up, tag you, and he boom.
Don't
You're looking at me.
like that. Please do not surprise me like that.
Should have known this would be your fate.
I'm just excited
So-
to get something sweet. Do you think they have
So
sweet
at-
breads like friendship bread?
Oh, I think they got better stuff than that. Bro, you
Better
have no
than
idea.
Friendship bread.
So Bastion is going to end up sprinting the last little distance
Oh, fuck.
toward the front of this
Okay.
building. And what you see is a beautiful facade with flowers and well-tended plants up front. There are large windows peeking into the building that Bastion is going to immediately rush up to and press his face against, looking into the building.
Louie's
to
looking at
look
the
at
flowers.
The counter covered in various confections. Appears to be a seating area to the west side there, and built into that is a counter that allows you to order directly into the kitchen itself. Bastion is again pressed up against the window in the front of the place.
Zu'lin will go behind Bro. You see what we can see.
As you move up to
Xander will too.
as you move up to the area, you can see there is a large amount of confections, and they also have something strange here. It's a
A
baked
woman.
good like you've never seen before.
A party.
Aside from like the general like pies and confections and baked goods, they also have these weird discs of food. They seem to have it's like a bread disc, but then on top of the bread disc is this red sauce, and then on top of the red sauce is a collection of meats and cheeses.
It just sounds incredible.
Is the door open?
Yes, Stavik.
Is-
You can walk right onto the. There's like a porch, like a deck on the west side of the
Okay.
building. That's kind of a. It's effectively almost indoor seating, but
Okay.
there's it's just an open archway to walk in,
Gotcha.
and from there you can order at this counter. As you approach, you can see a beautiful young woman wearing simple artisan's clothes. Her raven hair is tied back with a simple headband, and she greets you warmly. Hello. Welcome to the Blessed Oven. Can I take your order?
Take 3 of your cheesy disc pies. Assume that's what they're called.
I believe we have someone. Yes, I see. What are those? The breads, round breads with the sauce and
Oh,
the
that's one of our specialties. My father made that himself. They're called pizza.
How much is for a whole one?
3 silver.
3 silver.
But one of them is enough to feed 3 or 4 people.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay.
And he'll look over to
Slap down a gold. I'll take 3.
Well, there you.
All right. Well,
Okay.
they will make change, and a little bit of time will pass. And she takes the order back, and Vincenzo there, this
Vincenzo!
yeah,
I
he's
love that name.
He's a stately-looking man with a clean-trimmed beard and piercing light blue eyes. He wears a baker's uniform and a clean apron with a puffy cap over his stark white hair. And he works his elderly hands are well skilled with moving dough and creating magnificent confections and edible things. And within a short order of time, he will put together a number of these pizzas that will get delivered out into the large dining table out into the main area there to the west.
Well,
Bastion is already
Jeez.
sitting, waiting to eat.
Yeah, Zu'lin will sit down as well.
Louie is busy looking at the flowers outside at first.
Louie, are you coming inside for the pizzas?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Well,
I just
Pizzazz.
That's what she said they were called. Pizza.
he
Pizzas.
kind of moves his hand over a flower for a second and then walks inside.
The flower seems to have no special reaction to you, Louis.
That's fine. He just smiles at Clara as he sits down.
Xander, are you joining us?
Yes. Xander seems to be staring at the confections.
Well, we
laid
have
out
something here that you can
through the
actually eat.
window.
Just a
You remember what I
question.
said last night?
Grem doesn't. Grem, last night for these characters has been 10,000 years for Grem, so I don't remember.
You remember that Xander said that he believes that things taste sweeter when you hold off on them.
Okay, yes. I guess my brain did not rewire the context
Yeah,
to be more
yeah.
literal again.
Uh-huh.
So, what did we get? Did we get a donut, or did we get a sweetbread, or cookies, or biscuits? Scones, maybe
pizza.
that?
They said pizza.
What the fuck is a
Check this shit
pizza?
out. It's got like cheese and shit on it. It's incredible smelling.
It looks
Cheese?
like it has meats.
Yeah. I
I-
told you guys, this is like the best place ever. Nobody else makes these.
I would assume that you would enjoy the cheese since you are a dairy man yourself.
I personally just like milk, thank you. Hi,
That's what
miss.
cheese is.
Oh, hello there. What can I do for you?
What do you think is your best sweet treat? I'd like to try what you consider the best.
Oh, I must admit I'm fairly simple. I just like a basic cinnamon bun.
That sounds
I'd
lovely.
rather we're saying, "Oh, I don't like sweets."
Can
Fucking
I-
drives me crazy when you have like a baker who's like, "Oh, I don't like sweets." You're like,
I'm not really in for sweets.
"What are you doing
That's
here?"
helpful.
Can I have one, please?
Sure.
Oh, how big are they? I should ask that.
She comes back a moment later and she has a cinnamon bun. It's about yay big.
Oh my god.
It's enough that
That's
you
a
think
big bun.
it would be two people. You could split it in half and it would be reasonable for two people as a dessert.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. He looks a little concerned about the size, but he's trying to stay strong.
Bro.
3 coppers.
Here you go. Thank you,
Thank you
miss.
very much.
And does she give it to him right away, or
Yeah. She sets it down on the counter for you.
he takes it and he looks back at the group and sees that Xander took his seat, and then he goes and sits by him.
You didn't call dibs.
Clara
Xander
just-
was actually standing behind the seat.
So
Clara now looks very uncomfortable.
he looks at Xander, looks at the seat he was in. May I have that back, or do you wish to sit at the head of the table, sir?
Xander will pull the chair back very conspicuously and then do a deep bow and gesture to the seat.
Jeez.
I would not dare to take the seat.
Careful, bro. He said he can't handle spice.
Louie just looks like he's in deep concentration of debating on whether or not to sit in this chair or not.
Surely the most educated should sit at the head of the table.
Then I think Zu'lin should sit there.
Oh, no worries. I'm fine sitting here.
Fine.
I mean, I wouldn't necessarily sit there. Your back's to the
Bastion,
to the streets.
Yeah, what's up?
would you like to sit there?
I'm already sitting. What?
Fine.
Yeah.
All right, Valentino.
Really hungry.
Louis just slams his plate
Oh.
down in front and just sits in the chair and then looks up at
Right.
Xander behind him. Sit down.
Like,
In your lap, or you just sat in my
No.
chair?
There. He just
all right,
points
I'm
at the
gonna
chair
start
next
digging
to
in,
him.
y'all. I'm not. I don't know why you're all playing like music chairs, but I'm not waiting any longer for this.
Haven't started yet.
Did they bring the utensils or anything for this?
No, there's no utensils to eat it with.
It's crazy.
And as you're looking at it and not really sure what to do, Bastion will reach forward and grabs just one of these pies and
Pop
pulls,
out.
and you see that they've been cut into slices. And he pulls a slice of it up, and it kind of holds
Nice.
together in this big triangle, and he just starts eating the thing right there in front of you.
Little kind
Bits
spare
of
for
melted
me.
cheese are running off the sides.
Did Louis get utensils for his cinnamon roll?
No,
Okay.
it's more of a cinnamon bun. It's not a cinnamon roll.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like goopy.
Okay.
It's a dry bun with cinnamon crust on the top.
That's fine.
No, I mean when I say a dry bun, I mean it's not iced,
Yes.
but it is still the bun itself is not dry
Mm-hmm.
as like a quality. I would say that it's quite moist and delicious, but it's not iced or glazed in any way.
Okay. He will be slowly munching on it, taking very
Very
delicate bites.
Mm.
Clara looks at you and says, "Are you just gonna have that as like a meal?"
I mean, it's really big. It's like the size of my face.
But I mean,
if you want, you can have the other half. I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it.
are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, there are many people who suffice on just bread and ale.
And rice,
So-
actually,
I suppose
in some
areas
places.
that have it. Yes.
What does one
And
need
some
more
people-
than bread and ale?
That is true.
Maybe onions.
I mean, no,
Potatoes.
It hard, don't get me wrong.
There are
She
some
does pretty
places
good.
that use potatoes often as their starch for the day, and that fills them up quite a bit. Corn can
Some
work
people
too,
fast.
but yeah,
I'm pretty fast.
I believe it, Valentino. I believe you're very, very fast.
So guys, what do you think about this stuff, huh? Was I right or was I fucking right?
So
I am-
I just take it with my hands then, and Zu'lin's
Yeah.
gonna grab it, slice, and he'll tilt his mask up so that his mouth is exposed enough to eat. Slice, and
Okay.
he'll.
We're gonna see his beak.
Yeah.
Horrible tentacles.
Yeah. Do you want to describe anything else about
His mouth,
your
his
your
lips.
mouth?
Like how
Or
kissable it is.
I don't think anyone's
kissable.
like really. I don't
how-
think anyone's
how-
really looking or anything.
how
you know?
kissable Zu'lin is?
Xander is definitely looking.
Xander looks
He's
at
not
everyone.
eating.
He's a little creeper.
So
Yeah.
you'll see, like chin to mouth, no hair. You would say to describe the skin would be no melanin. This is the not like
the whitest
Haha.
motherfucker.
this person is white to gray.
Not albino, but like not
Could be.
albino.
Could
Could
be.
be.
Okay.
Could be albino. Yep.
Like we're not
Okay.
talking about this person is
Does Zu'lin
Caucasian.
have like
this
fucking
person-
disgusting teeth?
Perfect
Voldemort's
teeth.
skin.
Okay, wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah, sharp teeth, like fucking.
Wanna know why? Because we live in a magical area
Society.
where dentistry is probably super easy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's my fantasy.
Louis
My-
will take
my
off his.
fantasy world
oh,
is-
sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I was just gonna make a joke about dental care. You're fine.
Louis will take off his right glove and reach forward for one of the slices, which inevitably probably has half of the cheese fall off, and then he has to like scoop with his left hand's fingers to get it back on.
Yeah, I'd say it's still hot enough that that's a possibility. Yeah, that the cheese can just
He makes that
Fall
like
off.
teeth noise where you're like, "Ow!" but I don't want to make a big deal out of it.
Valentino is going to channel the power of his halfling ancestors to enjoy this food to the fullest. Understand
yeah.
everything about it.
you find that the simple saltiness and flakiness of the crust and how it's it's a little puffy and doughy in places has just the right amount of give. Then the layer of tomato sauce on top of that is robust but not too forward, and then the cheese sort of mellows out the whole thing and ties the whole dish together. And then every so often you get these wonderful pops of spiced meats that are mixed in. It is a unique experience, and the closest thing you could probably compare this to would be like a pasta dish, but it's far more convenient to eat than a pasta dish.
It's a good tastier quiche.
Yeah, less eggy.
Less eggy quiche.
Yeah, less eggy, more tomatoey, but it's pretty tasty all around. And yeah, this is kind of a new thing. You've not seen this kind of food anywhere before.
And I must return to the counter and say, my friend, where is the chef here?
Actually, as you do that, stepping around the corner
Oh,
and
wonderful.
walking into the other side of the dining area is the old chef. He walks in and looks over and says, "I thought I recognized you, Bastiano. Come here.
It's just skinny.
You know,
And as
like.
As he
Sorry.
walks in, Bastion will look up and immediately get up and push his way past Zu'lin and Clara as carefully as he can, but making sure to move quickly, and gets up next to the chef. Oh, Bastiano, it's been too long. Welcome back. Things have been not good. Every day there's new problems in Louisiana. There's murders, and now we have problems with crime. These people, they want money, and we try to give them some, but they won't leave us alone. You know about these criminals, right? You say you stab people for money. Yeah, I've been known to do that. Maybe you can help us. We have big issues. Maybe you can help. And Bastion turns to look at the rest of the group. I think they need our help.
Yeah, sure.
course.
Sounds fine to me.
Yes.
Don't have to deal with dead bodies.
In fact, I was going to ask of you if there's anything we could do for you. I would like to learn this technique.
You can't just ask a chef
Pizza.
to teach you his technique.
Not for free, of course.
Oh.
Perhaps for an exchange.
Yeah, you help us with this criminal problem? I teach you how to make a pizza.
Then you have yourself a deal.
Oh,
Chin up
good.
for a shake.
He shakes your hand.
Well, tell us more. Regale us.
Sure. I need to go back at the kitchen. Diana, tell them. He heads back into the kitchen because there's ever more work to do. The chef baker is never done.
Louie cooled down his pizza with ice magic and is now eating it.
Old
You-
pizza.
You now have
That
cold pizza, which is
upsets
somehow just as good.
Kenny
It's
has
incredible.
doubts, but okay.
Yeah,
Magic, man.
differences
Fucking
in opinion
magic.
inside. Just the doing cold magic directly onto it. Just.
I mean, you
like-
probably like freezer burn the meat. And
Yeah, like
He
taking
didn't,
the
like-
pizza out of the
nasty.
oven.
Like, think
and
of
then
it
sticking
more
it
like
into
as just a
freezer. I'm
cooling,
like, no.
just right around his hand, and he just kind of went over it lightly to cool it down so he could put it in his mouth, okay? Jesus.
All right.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
Kenny, God, what are you doing?
You're the ones who just, like, put words into my mouth.
Oh, I just went off what you said. It's not like our characters have not done freaky things before.
Look, he's not a freak, okay?
Yeah,
No, none
you
of
hear
us
that,
are
you
freaks.
frozen
I take
pizza
it back.
eaters?
Yeah.
Freaks,
Fucking
every one
freaks. Cold pizza eaters, too. Weirdos. He just wanted to make it
No,
edible,
no,
okay? Without
no.
burning his mouth. His mouth is sensitive, okay? God.
Not
Now the question is,
pizza. Go for it.
do you eat pizza after like it's been overnight in the oven?
What?
No, that's not that. You have a house fire.
No. Like
you leave it in the oven for a day? What?
overnight. You
Like
have it.
on
At the,
vacation.
you have it the night. You let's say you get the pizza box. You leave it in. You put it in the oven at like.
We'll put the
You
pizza
heat
box
it
in the
up
oven.
after in the oven is what you're trying to tell me. You didn't leave it
Yeah.
overnight in the oven cooking.
No.
That's what
no,
it sounded
no.
like.
That definitely is what it sounds.
Oh yeah, no. I don't like my I don't like my charcoal briquettes.
Okay. Well, fun fact about Kenny. Kenny likes soft pizza, so they will just put it in the microwave after.
I mean, it's okay.
I like it mushy,
It's
okay?
It's okay.
Mushy one, please.
Everybody got tastes. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yep,
I know
everybody
mine
got
are
tastes.
wrong. It's okay. But at least it's not cold pizza.
some of them are wrong. If they're frozen, that's a problem.
If
Well,
it's
I don't
frozen,
know
it's
who
a
fucking
real
eats
fucking
frozen
problem.
pizza.
Can you eat frozen pizza?
I mean, you
I think you
can
break
with
a
a
tooth.
I don't know. It depends on how frozen it is.
Yeah.
But anyways,
But anyway.
Anywho,
So, the chef Vincenzo is gonna, throw it over to his daughter, and she is going to do her best to explain the situation, which will pick up after a short break.
and we are back, everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, we're making a pizza.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's me,
Mamma
your
mia.
boy.
Mamma
It's me, your
mia,
boy Beardy.
Mamma mia.
I'm the GM of this crazy place, and we're gonna be playing check please. Hi.
Beardiano, what are we playing?
I want to kill myself. Why are you the
We're making a pizza.
vampire?
We were rolling the dice.
Oh boy. Well, hey everybody. So now that we've offended every Italian in the world,
I'll ask my cousin. It'll be fine.
it's fine. They're
It's
they're
fine.
they're
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 humorous.
they're humorous people.
Sorry, Steven.
Legendarily humorous. They've never taken anything out of context. In the history of
Never.
the world.
No one has
Alright.
ever done that.
No one has ever done that. Hi everybody. We're back, and the party was at this wonderful place called the Blessed Oven, and they were getting a kind of food they never had before called pizza.
Pizza.
Which is it's weird. It's weird.
Pizza.
Oh,
like
it's definitely
this
weird.
bready, saucy, cheesy, meaty thing, and it's delicious.
It's like they took all of the good foods and shoved them together, and it just worked.
Yeah. So the proprietor and owner and founder of this place, a man by the name of Vincenzo, has basically said that or has rather shown that he recognized Bastion, talked to him for a little bit, and Bastion is going up here to speak with Diana, the daughter of Vincenzo, and trying to figure out what exactly is going on. And as he does so, we'll get right back into it. So what's the stitch? What's going on? Vincenzo says there's a problem with like crime and shit. Yes, there have been some issues recently. There's a few groups in town that have approached us asking for protection money, and I mean these sorts of things can happen from time to time. There's always one group or another that will claim a neighborhood here or there, but the problem is we have two different groups that are both trying to get protection money out of us, and we can't afford to pay them both.
Protection money?
Bastion looks over at Louie. Yeah, like protection money.
Like, we own these streets, and if you don't give us the money, we can't protect you, so we will hurt you.
That's how cowards do business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like you go up to a place and it's like, hey, you give me like a cut of your money, and in exchange, like we'll
Okay.
protect you from like
I understand.
outside interests, and also none of your shit gets broken, like busted up,
No accidents
racketeering,
happen.
protection.
So it's kind of like... Okay, yeah, I understand. Sorry.
Yeah,
There was a different
it's
phrase
like
I've heard before.
age-old thing for like, for how criminal groups work. It's just sort of the way
Something
things
like-
work. But like, normally if they're like two different groups fighting over the same place, then it's like I can get bloody.
Yes.
So, which walks
I
back
wonder
over.
if that's perhaps part of the murders.
Which two groups are, messing with you guys? Diana says, well, it's the Dead Hands and the Knights Dominion. And they both have been, well, we've been trying to clean off the messages and threats they've been leaving on the building, but every other night we get a message from one or the other.
They're threatening you?
She nods.
Both of them?
Mm-hmm. The last one was pretty clear that they were going to burn down the establishment unless we made the agreement with them.
Well, we cannot let that happen.
Indeed. We'll stop them.
I appreciate that.
How do
But
we
I'm
get
not really
to
sure
the...
how you're going to stop them. Both of those guilds are big and organized and scary.
We have ways.
Valentino
Don't
seems to
worry
have an
about that.
idea.
I have multiple ideas.
Multiple ideas. So he's kind of like the planner of our group, so we'll probably be fine.
Something like that.
Something
Xander
like
raises
that.
an eyebrow.
Not going to. Okay.
Louie doesn't say anything. He's just got a pleasant smile on his face. His lips are slightly pressed together.
So, Bastion, you're already familiar with these groups, it sounds like.
Oh, the dead hands in the Knights Dominion?
Correct.
I mean,
It's
like,
interesting to have another group with a hand in it, but I am excited.
That's a pretty common motif.
Yeah, I suppose.
hands that like stab you or like choke you and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, no, I mean, I've heard of them both. I've never like worked for either of them because like I don't do that kind of thing.
So you wouldn't know off your top of your head where we would find them.
I mean, not really. I know a little bit about them, but like not exactly like where they like
I know.
sleep at night, things like that. But like
Very well. Then we'll have an investigation.
know that,
on top
like,
of our
the-
investigation.
part of towns that they're active in, I know that much.
That'll work. Let's start with that.
Sure, yeah, okay. So he thinks about it for a moment, and he is going to explain that, as far as he knows, dead hands, they work out of the western parts of the orchards, and also they're kind of creeping into the northern and central parts of Artist Row. The dead hands themselves are, they're no joke. They're a feared thieves guild. They're known for pickpocketing, being kind of just street thugs, and vicious murderers. They don't seem to shy away from spilling blood if they need to.
Sounds like my kind of challenge.
They're most notorious for leaving severed hands nailed to doors to send a message.
Nice
So-
folks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you find a severed hand nailed to your door in the morning, the dead hands basically
Those dead hands.
they're sending you a message to say like, hey, you better fucking give us your money.
We're so mad we cut off one of our own hands.
That's how it works.
Xander is going to lean over to Valentino and say, I don't believe either of these groups is responsible for the murders. Though
I don't
it
either,
might
but they could be interlocked.
Yeah. It
I
could
wouldn't
be a
be
coordinated
surprised
effort.
Or even if they were just using it to be a little more assertive. Cover their tracks.
Potentially.
Maybe getting ahead of ourselves. Well, I figure we speak with our contacts next, get that information, and then we figure out our plan for the evening.
I mean,
Who's scouting where?
did you want to know about the other one?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
What?
I figured you were going to say shit if you knew.
Well, I mean, like I told you, like I knew of them. Like I don't know where they like sleep at night, but like
What do you
I
have
know a
in-
little bit
where-
about them.
What districts are in?
Yeah, kind of. So the Knights Dominion's the other one, and those guys are more like assassins and like thieves that they're like the kind of folks that like pull off heists and shit. So
These
they
are
like
my kind of people.
so they're like a little bit more like professional, I guess. But like they mostly control East Town, and they're kind of like moving west.
And we speak with our contacts, and I think afterwards, who is down for a little vigilanteism?
No. I don't want to not do it, but I don't think I'm really gonna be good at it.
You've proven yourself very capable and powerful already.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
isn't
bro. Like,
vigilante
like,
energy like running around on like rooftops and I don't
There's a
know, being
lot of
really
that.
cool?
Yes.
I mean, there's
But-
some of that, yeah, but like also like shooting somebody with like an icicle's pretty sweet too. So I mean, that kind of counts.
Cool. So what's the plan?
What like, I want to help these guys, but like, what do y'all think
do
we
we
should
do
do?
this?
Because like,
We'll
I don't
have
know
to
where they
scout.
sleep.
That's what we'll have to find out this evening. I say we split up in the evening, do teams of whoever's willing to do this. I will go after these professional assassins. They sound like an apt challenge for my skills.
So it should be 3 with 3 if we're splitting up. Oh, Clara, what should we do with you? I don't
Oh,
want to put you in
I-
danger.
No, I was just gonna stay at the Majestic Cod tonight, if that's all the same. I mean,
Okay.
I don't think I'm really the kind of person that's gonna be jumping on rooftops and like stopping organized crime.
You could look really elegant. I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
you think so?
Yeah, I do. Think about it.
Like-
Like, with all the fabrics that you wear, it could kind of look capey, you know? And it would, like, flow behind you. And I don't know. It could look cool.
Thank you. I don't think I'm gonna be jumping on rooftops though. That's not.
Sorry.
That seems really dangerous, and probably just not the best thing for me to be doing.
That's okay. I'm probably not going to be doing the whole jumping off roofs things either. I don't. If you are going back to the COD, could you bring my books? I don't want to get them damaged if we're doing things.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you. And
I can escort you back.
Me?
Thanks, Xander.
Clara.
Oh.
And bring your books back.
It's appreciated.
If you're uncomfortable with that, I can come too.
No. You have like to help these people here. It's fine. I'm sure Xander can handle it.
Louie is giving a face to Xander as he's handing his books over. That's just like a face that says, "I'm trusting you, please."
He tilts his head slightly.
Just be safe, you two.
Sure. And she will turn and leave this place and head south toward the Majestic Cod with Xander in tow.
She really does not like him.
What? What do you mean?
She's frigid around him constantly. She looks like she's seen a ghost every time he's around. I'm just worried, you know?
Well, you think that like Xander's gonna do something?
No, but
Wait.
women tend to have like a good sense of this stuff, you know?
I thought it's just because he carries a halberd.
You think?
I mean, I don't know. If I wasn't me, I would be intimidated by that. Of course, I'm not, but it doesn't matter how tall it is.
Well, I think most things are taller than you, don't you think, Valentino?
I don't really tend to think about things in that kind of perspective. I don't know about you. It's really not a healthy way of looking at
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant no offense.
it. Oh, well, I'm no offense taken, of course.
Of course, you're too smart to be offended, right?
Of course, yes, exactly.
But I am seriously worried about her.
It could just be from whatever she saw during his ritual.
It's true. Maybe she saw a scarier ghost? Or maybe she saw something and now there's something like following Xander and only she can see because she witnessed it or something like that. I mean, that's something that I've read in literature once. I think it was fiction though, so I doubt that anything's really possible. Maybe she gained powers from that.
Sebastian,
Oh.
Yeah, what's up?
I think you should lead the investigation for these dead hands. As much as I think we work well together, you know the city better than anyone, and our overlapping skill sets, as you might say, would be better.
I mean, I
than this
don't know
day.
about that. Like, I hit him high and you hit him low. Like, that's not overlapping. That's like teamwork.
That's true. I do like to stab people in the balls.
he gives you a low 5.
Louie awkwardly shuffles his like tunic slightly.
Stavik looks up from his book.
But if Team B needs
that's a low blow. It's not, you go for the
Extremely.
testicles?
I mean,
that
it's
is what
right
they
at
call it.
eye height for him.
I got a Hey, Stavik, I got a question for you. Like, when you're in a fight, do you fight for like honor or do you fight to win? Because like, if you're fighting to like not
Oh, well, I
win,
think
then
winning's pretty
you're real
honorable.
stupid.
No, I'm fighting to win, but I don't go for
Well,
a
good.
person's testicles.
Why not? It's real weak.
I mean, it technically
hurts
would
him real bad, too.
work.
Generally, most people don't. If you're a fighter, you're either A, typically have it well guarded. B,
Maybe.
you've trained yourself, and when I lunging for them, Hey, it's a smaller target too.
Exactly. It's a testament to my skill.
But like, would you
I think
like
I
for
could
sand in a
chop
dude's
dude's arm
eyes?
off.
Oh, sand is very effective.
Yeah. Would you throw sand in a dude's eyes in a fight?
Yes.
All right.
I learned that one in
What?
Sojun, actually.
I mean, I
It's
imagine
everywhere.
it's really
It's
easy there, right?
everywhere.
There's
That's-
sand everywhere there.
It's just sand. But it's just to go for a person's testicles. It just.
Well, sure.
I'm not
but,
saying
like,
it doesn't seem honorable, but it just doesn't seem like a very tactically sound plan.
I mean, if I were Valentino's height, it would be pretty decent. It's right
It's
there.
really fucking funny.
Well, please make me a promise that you'll never stab me in my dick, please, or my
Of course. Just
other
don't cross
parts.
Yeah, like, bro, we're on the same team.
me. Yeah.
Okay, well, it's just scary.
We don't go around stabbing
wouldn't.
each other. Like, what are you doing?
Never turn upon one of my allies.
Yeah, that's like sacred and shit.
I'm glad.
that shit down.
Chemical bombs don't count.
They
Yeah.
don't? Okay.
Yes, I mean, if the inner power that's growing inside me becomes uncontainable and results in some sort of devastating explosion, I'll at least give you a warning.
Oh.
You know what?
Um,
That's all we can expect, man. That's it.
Appreciate
Valentino,
your
I
understanding.
didn't realize.
You do. But It could
How
happen
long
any
has
day
this
now.
been happening?
since my very birth.
Wow.
True.
I would like to
Val's just,
sense motive.
Yeah, I'm gonna sense motive on that. I've called bullshit.
I believe it's blind, correct?
Yeah, since
Yeah.
blind.
Okay.
Since this is interpersonal, then I will. The question then will go to Grem, and that is:
What is your
do you think a
number?
23 sees through that?
My answer is you're gonna have to tell me.
Oh, okay. In that case, Louie,
Yeah.
you think that Valentino is telling the truth? That he is in fact so powerful and has been from birth that he is liable to explode one day when he reaches that apex.
Louie is going to crouch down, like taking one knee down to the ground, and then he puts a hand on Valentino's shoulder. I'll figure out a way to stop it. Okay?
I put my hand on Louis' hand.
He flinches a little.
I'll hover over it actually. He like stops and,
Yeah.
and like remembers the contact thing.
You can see his face is like very appreciative when you do that.
I have been working on this for a long time. I do not know if there's a cure, but I appreciate it.
I'll find
I
one.
think the only answer is to let me come into my own in the right path when the moment arises.
But I don't want you to die.
My friend, I do not think that is going to happen.
Good. And he awkwardly just removes his hand, trying not to touch the hovering hand. And then he stands back up. All right. So for teams, we should probably do Bastion and Valentino for any sort of roof work. Stavik, Zu'lin, are you able to go onto the roofs at all? Jumping? No. Okay. I'm going to take that as
So
no.
each team has a roof person, a ground person.
Are we
And what
splitting
else?
up in three groups?
No, this is what I was saying before. Bastion and I both know how to break and enter, no problem.
Okay.
So I don't think we should be both in the same area.
Okay. Okay. So, how about you two pick who would be with you, since you guys would know the best about this one? Who's your team?
Who is the
I'll
least
take-
afraid of a cadre of deadly assassins and
Oh, if I'm
professional
going-
ice pullers?
If I'm going anywhere, I want bro here at my back, because you know, you get icicles shooting up people's wazoos. It's gonna help. So
I thought you were
I pick
talking about
Louie.
yourself for a second. All right.
You heard it, Louis. Aim for the wazoo.
just
Okay.
right up there. Icicle right on
It leads
target. I
over-
believe in you.
Louis
Lords.
takes a step
And
next
can-
to Bastion and looks very confused at him.
Right,
It
you
is
get the next pick.
comparably effective to stabbing someone in the balls, I can tell you.
Okay.
Center mass. You don't aim for such a tiny target.
Bastion, please don't call me your bro.
Well, we don't have Xander here to speak for himself.
But you're picking him?
Well, I'm going to ask the others, who here, as I said before, who's confident in their ability to fight with a cadre of deadly assassins.
Sure. I don't think that I have any problem disarming.
You can fucking kill them. I don't. Are you ready for them to try and kill you?
Yes.
All right, then you go with me.
I have had my experiences with rogues and bandits.
Have you now?
Yes.
And you've been traveling with two of them, so you know.
I also have experienced several bandits. They're not fun.
I mean, sometimes. Anyway, look. All right. So my pick,
No.
Zuzu. You make those potions that, you know, they hit
Please
right.
don't hit me
So
with them.
just don't blow us up. But other than that,
Please.
like, I want somebody that can like heal a wound. So now, I got a good team
Well-
here. One that can heal a wound, and one that can make a wound.
Don't
All
blow us up, but if you have to blow up like something, it sounds
Maybe
like
the
a
entire
good
building.
decision. Yeah,
Killing all
I'll definitely
of
make
them.
them stop.
So you go with taking Big Z.
I could definitely do some damage to the building. For a larger explosion, though, it would take a lot of time to get all the ingredients
All right.
ready.
How about a
I
bunch
think
of small
X-
explosions?
I think I'm wrong. I think it's big. I think his name starts with an X.
Yes, it's in X.
I said Big Z, but it's only because it
This-
sounds
this
like
is-
a Z.
Oh,
This is
you're
big Z.
picking
I don't think I've
Xander?
ever seen it written down. Yeah, you could
I'm
taking Big X.
Yes, of
Oh, I'm
course.
so
Alright.
confused.
Cool. Sorry about that. Sometimes letters get like mixed up in my head.
Oh.
This-
Oh. I get it. Okay. Don't worry.
What?
I can
What's
help you
up?
later.
All right.
Don't worry. My sister was the same.
Okay. I don't know what,
And
what
I'm
that
a little
means,
bit
but
too.
like,
It's okay.
what? All right. I don't.
It's okay.
Anyway. So yeah. Well, in that case, so we splitting up to like take out both these groups at the same time, right?
yes, in the evening, I figured. We gotta
Cool.
get
Uh,
this
in
thing
that
up
case-
smarter.
I have a message system, so
Can I?
that way
Oh, go ahead.
we shouldn't stay too far away from each other, but be discreet. Obviously, I'll send messages from time to time just to check in. You can send them back. That's how the magic works. It'll
Mhm.
appear as a little ice blue butterfly.
That pretty.
Thanks, I guess.
I am concerned what we think 3 people each is going to do to 2 organizations.
Well, I mean, I can't wipe them out at the same time. I'd have to do 2 nights if I do it myself.
I don't think we should split up too far. I think we should tackle one organization and then the other. But we can.
I think we should scout them both out first at the same time. I think that there's a
Okay.
possibility if we tackle one, the other will wise up and get more aggressive.
That's true. Okay. We'll scout, see whatever the better target is of the two, and then report back to each other, figure out which one is easier to hit first, and then after, we shouldn't delay too far and take care of the other one quickly. That way they can't expect it as easily. Is that okay?
Cool.
Yes, that sounds like a plan.
All right.
So Val, you said you liked the ones that were like better at doing heists and stuff, the assassins.
They sound like they might put up a modest challenge, yeah.
Just be careful.
Okay. Yeah, then you take the Knights Dominion and we'll take Dead Hands.
It's not my first time dealing with those either.
Well, that's good.
Just the hand part. That sounded stupid when I said it. I'm sorry.
It's all right, bro.
There's a place called The Hand or something in Sejun,
All right.
which I was heavily told to stay away from certain sections from my mentor. They were weird.
Gotcha. That's the. So when you had that picture of
What?
what?
Did you take my journal sometime?
No. Definitely not. So anyway, yeah, we should get on with that.
I agree. I am quite glad I'm not going to the East Town. They seem far more professional.
Yeah, these guys are just gonna be like street thugs and toughs and shit. We could just get in there and be like, just show them what for. Just kind of hit them high, hit them low, make them knock over. It's gonna be good.
If either of you don't make it back in, Zu'lin hands out a hand to Stavik and puts his hand in yours and shakes it. It's been wonderful spending time with you, friend. And he'll go over to Valentino, also with a handshake.
If you don't make it, then yes. No, I'm sorry. You don't have to worry about me.
I'll make not to, friend. And he'll do a sweet small bow.
I'll return the gesture.
It's great. How you doing?
I mean, okay, fine. The vote of confidence is great. Thanks.
You want to end without saying goodbye to your good friends? That's just cold.
I don't think this is the end. I think we are more capable.
I did not insinuate that you would die. Just said it's a possibility.
I'm going to pull a chapter from Valentino. It is not a possibility.
Okay, let's not die. Go team. Ow.
You all right?
Yeah. Just hit too hard.
He chose wrong, bro.
Yeah, he's reconsidering his choices.
Me too.
You stay back and just hit something with ice if it looks like it's gonna get out of hand.
Yeah,
Okay?
I should be staying in the back no matter what, obviously.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, so
murderers sound
do we
kind of
wanna
better
go-
than this right now.
Do you want to go now, or do we want to wait till later?
Well, I want to go to the circus later, so not that it's important or anything. It's just that would be cool if it did happen.
That is true. If we were to die, we would not be able to go to the circus at all.
We can't die.
Can't as in physically, or is this more of a mind over matter situation?
Yeah. Just gives an awkward smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I suppose we should get headed towards the orchards.
Okay. You guys be safe, okay? I'll let Xander know that you're on his team, okay? That he's on your team. Whatever. Yeah, I'll let him. And Louie just conjures up a butterfly and whispers to it and sends it off to Xander. I'll type that out soon.
And it's what did I tell you about sending me things when I'm killing people?
Please not again.
Okay. First of all, there's literally only a ghost in that room. So, it would be unkilling people, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
That checks out.
To kill a ghost, is it unkilling someone? Isn't it
It's undeading.
It's
Redeading?
bringing
Yeah.
them back to that middle point, right? Death is the middle.
Yeah.
It's a spectrum, right? You have life on one side and undeath on the other, and you're just bringing them back to the middle. You're being a balance. balancing factor there. You're helping the world.
Kill them whether they're dead or not.
Yup.
You bring them all
That
back
checks
into the
out.
center. Bring them together.
Mm-hmm. That checks
Kill
out.
everyone, understood.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing out of that. I don't
That's
go
what I read
kill
that as.
everyone. I don't care if they already dead or not. All right.
Oh, gonna die.
So, do we have Xander back? Are we heading to our next?
Yeah, so-
spot?
I sent a
So
message to
Xander-
Xander.
Yeah. So a message is sent to Xander. So I guess my question to Xander is, what are you up to?
Yeah, Xander. What
Yeah,
the
what are you
fuck
up
are you up to? Are we having connection issues?
Oh, maybe having connection problems.
Oh, Spaghetti-O.
Oh,
that was
Spaghetti-O
Poor
indeed.
timing.
Yeah, that is poor timing. Yep, disrupted the server. Anyway,
All
so while that's happening, Bastion will say do we wait till later in the day, when these guys are gonna be out and about? Because if I know cutthroats and brigands, which I do, they don't exactly keep early hours. They tend to go to bed pretty late. So
So would
You
it
know.
be helpful to catch them while they were unawares?
So we do our scouting in the middle of the night, yeah, and we go get them during the day.
I don't know.
Well, wouldn't
like-
they be pickpocketing during the day? So I would say the early morning, they would probably be sleeping.
Right.
Oh,
Or late
like they're
morning.
nocturnal.
yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm
Yes.
saying. They're out like bats.
Right. Well, we gotta
Yeah.
figure out where they are first, so we gotta find them at night.
There's not a
Try them
lot of
back to their
nocturnal
hideout.
places.
Well, yeah, it's like half the people. You think everybody is only awake during the day?
No, not at all. I wouldn't assume something like that. I just didn't consider it as. Oh, I guess I did assume that. I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's nothing to be sorry of, but it's a good thing to be aware of.
Okay. Sorry.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
So do we go after him now and scout, or do we wait till later and
We
scout?
should wait till the evening to scout.
You two are
anything.
the professionals at this, so
If they're not awake right now, they're not going to be out to trail them back to their hideouts.
yes,
You'd have
but
to
well,
know
I
where
am
authority
nervous
is.
about them going out tonight because they said that they wanted to
That's
burn
true.
down the house the next day. And this could be a bluff, don't get me wrong, but
Probably a bluff. I mean, if they can make money off these guys, they're not just gonna burn them down.
they're going to try to scare them as much as possible until
Yeah.
they cave.
Exactly.
Okay.
How much are they asking for?
Did we ask
I
that?
didn't ask. I don't know.
I don't know. It was
it
probably
matter?
like
Like-
watch it be 10 gold or something.
We can cover them.
Yeah, but if it's 10 gold every week,
Well, obviously most
That's a
people
lot.
can't make that much money. It's just
But it doesn't matter if it's five copper or 50 gold. It's not we're not letting them take these.
obviously.
No, but if we could buy them a
obviously.
week of time, or buy ourselves a week of time to really get
I'm not
this
gonna
done
pay
right,
these shits. They mess with my friends.
we get the money back when we fucking stab the shit out of them.
Nah. Fuck that. I'm just gonna stab the shit out of them.
I sound plan. Do you think they might be, if they're pickpockets and things like that? Do you think that they may be at the carnival? Or the
Maybe.
circus? think
I don't
that,
know.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that would be really interesting if they worked the circus or something. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of pickpockets there or something, and we maybe
yeah,
could spy on them
Possibly,
really
yes.
easily.
But it's not going to be their hideout. Unless. How long has this circus been in town? Are we dealing with a traveling band of cutthroats and
When did we get
thieves?
in?
Wait, no, we already know what we're talking about. Never mind.
I mean, most circuses I know about are usually don't mess with them because they get real nasty. They have their own toughs and stuff. They'll have these people that are strong enough to bend metal bars and stuff.
So wouldn't that mean it's the safest place to go?
I didn't say it would be unsafe.
Oh.
I'm just saying I don't think I don't think that the Thief Guild's going to go after him or anything. Might be one of the safer places. No, they might have their own pickpockets.
Oh. But we'd get to see something cool, probably.
Oh, sure.
I want to see some cool one right here.
Yes, you're very cool.
Thank you. I'm satisfied.
I say right now we meander around the areas where we know where they are. We have a little lunch. We go over to the circus, observe, try to see them pickpocketing. Do not stop them and follow back to where they
Do we really?
really are.
We were walking this way for like a week so we could solve these fucking murders, right? We are going to do that.
That's on the list of things to do.
I'm pretty sure they're expecting us to go in like right away. Not that Valentino goes when he's expected. Valentino decides when he's expected. But, I was kind of on the same page about that being today.
You are the unexpected, Valentino. No one should ever expect you.
Not what I was saying, but also true.
I really am not a big fan of just letting someone get pickpocketed personally. That feels really wrong.
Yes, unfortunately, we may have to.
There's people getting pickpocketed probably right now in this city.
Well, obviously, but if you see something, wouldn't you want to stop it?
Sure. Easy.
Sure. But they are bigger fish.
Okay.
Oh, you see someone steal someone else's stuff, you just steal that shit back and then give it back to the original person. Be like, hey, you dropped this. That's what I would do.
Okay. Louie does not seem satisfied with the answers, but stays quiet.
Wouldn't expect him to be. My response is just, be a rogue, idiot.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
I would
Exactly.
rather be me and right. Thank you very much.
Something tells me you are right more often than not.
That's incorrect.
Learned people seem to know when things are the way the winds are blowing and know when
No,
things are.
I'm on the road to be right, but I'm not always, so I'm working on it.
Commendable.
I think today I am right, though.
Yeah.
All right, well, good. So now, since you're right about stuff, what do we do?
Do we talk to the contract first, or do we go into our split missions?
Well, if we're planning on hitting everything at night, because they'll be more active, then let's meet with our contract now, so that we can handle that a bit sooner. We don't want to waste time while we're here, and I would like to get out of this place as soon as possible. So, the sooner we finish all of this, the sooner things can be easier. So,
On the other hand, we could also stay in here and wait for the individuals to potentially attack.
that's true. Someone could wait an early morning to do that. Should we split up in 3 groups?
That seems. Not saying not a good idea to. It's not a bad idea, but to just sit and wait is
It's not the
position of
entire
vulnerability.
time, Stavik. Just for a section of time. They say every single morning they get up and experience this, so there's definitely a designated
Okay.
time that they experience this. Logically, that would mean that we have a definite amount of time to stake out that period. However, like we all said, they probably aren't active until night, so we don't have to worry about that at the moment. So probably we can worry about the contract first and start investigating that, and then we can leave maybe eventually.
I
Sounds
like
like
this
a plan.
plan.
Let's do this.
The plan is set. Let us
One
put it
more.
in motion.
Where are we going?
So where to?
Where's the contract?
I don't.
Yeah. Well, first,
Oh, wait. Oh, I gave the books away. Shit.
well, the first stop is back at the dandy carp.
I'm sorry. Yeah. The the I'm gonna send Xander a message and let him know that we're coming back that way. Hopefully we can meet each other in the middle, and hopefully he knows where this place is. He seemed to understand the area. Bastion, do you not know where this is? Then again, you don't deal with nobles as well, so that's fine. I think the sugar's
Xander
catching up to me.
will respond that sounds like an acceptable idea, and he has a fairly good idea of what to do with the note from Lady Dupree.
Okay. All right, we're gonna meet up with Xander halfway through. Let's go that way, probably, or was it that way?
That's south.
That's south. Shit.
Yes.
That's south. Oh, yeah.
Okay, that way.
All right. So where to?
We're meeting Xander.
All right. In that case, the party travels south and makes their way to the majestic. That's the word. The majestic cod. And
Sorry.
you find yourselves
Damn
here.
God.
It is a lovely little spot.
Louie is looking for Xander.
You find Xander very easily on the first floor. Clara is nowhere to be seen.
She just in that
Also,
one.
Xander's a lot fatter now.
What? What? Edberg? What? Anyways.
I also had that thought. I'm having a
dwarf
baby,
in
and the
here?
baby is Clara.
Oh no.
He's a big bad wolf.
Mhm.
Louis waves to him when he sees him. Is she in the communal room then?
I believe she's gone.
Oh. What does that mean?
She seemed like she was in a hurry to get on with the rest of her life, so
Oh, she didn't even say goodbye.
she might come back.
Okay. I suppose I could message her too, so that's not an issue. Anyways, what we're gonna do is what I already told you is what we're gonna... Do you know where the contract location is?
So, what we should do is go to the coppers and
Okay.
tell them that we're there for the investigation of John St. Sildine, and they will take our note and provide us what little information they have.
Alright. Would you mind leading the way? I don't think any of us know
Sure.
where to go.
Certainly. There is some information about the murders that I can share with you ahead of time.
Yes, please.
Okay. Xander is going to just look at all of them, and he's going to start listing out a sequence of facts. He's going to say, I believe that the first murder was... It happened at the Basilica, or at least that's where the body was found, and that is why he was thusly named. I believe there have been several murders, 17 by my count, and there are several different causes of death. But I don't think any of them are consistent with the gangs that we are currently working to end.
That's
So,
just to be
there's
nice,
that.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes. So, that is most of the information that I think is pertinent.
Okay.
It sounds like we are mostly on the same page.
Excellent.
Good work.
And he will just start walking.
Oh, okay. Alright, team, let's go.
All right. And with that, team travels to the northeast, heading to the Coppers headquarters in the city. Or at least one of their larger garrisons. Making your way up to the northern part of town, on the eastern side of Ivy Park, you make it to the Coppers headquarters.
Okay, Should we leave you to talk to them, Xander?
Not particularly.
Oh,
I will do that.
I mean, I
Feel
guess
free.
no,
I'm
No.
step forward. We've arrived.
no,
Do you-
We are
no.
here to solve your problems.
Zu'lin looks at Louie.
What?
Oh, I didn't know if I should talk to them.
No. I mean, I think you would be very good at it, but no.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think Xander or Valentino might have the best aptitude for discussing these things with them.
Perhaps we can team up.
Yeah,
Oh,
I guess you guys are
certainly.
really good at that. He just closes his mouth and just looks at the ground.
All right. Well, we've arrived. Where do we go to solve everyone's problems?
So
Look at these
you
guards.
arrive at a guard station.
Come on, Bastion.
There's the front of the building has this stone facade, 3 columns holding up sort of this roof that stretches over this part of the building that sort of covers in a little area that is shaded from the daytime sun. There appears to be 2 ways into the building, and both of them are guarded by men in very interesting guard uniforms. They're wearing like breastplates, but their pauldrons that are on them, as well as the material itself, seem to be tinted with some sort of copper shade. You're not sure if they're wearing like bronze armor or something, or if they're just perhaps tinted. But you can
Just
see why
copper
they
coins melted
got
armor.
their name of coppers.
Hello, sir. Where do we go to solve everyone's problems?
And who would you be?
I'm the one who's here to solve everyone's problems. I'm the great Valentino.
Never
We
heard of you?
are
You from the circus?
investigators. We are working for House Dupree. Here is a note signed by Lady Cassara. We're here to help stop John St. Sildine.
And all
I'll take a
those
diplomacy check, Xander.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Valentino, help with this?
things. Yeah, can I help with this?
Sure. Yeah. I can assist.
In fact, can we do it the other way around? Can I assist him?
That's fair. Valentino did start it off. Go for it.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to give him a good old assist. I think that's successful, probably, maybe.
Bold of you to guess.
A successful assist for sure.
Come on, Val. You got this.
What is the bonus for this? if he's
I think
successful?
just roll your diplomacy. I'm pretty
Just roll
sure.
normally? Okay.
Okay.
Oof.
The guard looks at you with a bit of a questioning glance and says, "Right. The captain will take care of this."
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir.
And he'll push open these double doors and usher you all inside.
Shit.
Having a buy mat on the inside is just, I don't know. It's fucking like
That's a blot.
so
I love it.
salty. It's so salty. It's like, get out.
Thank you very much for seeing us.
Ooh, cookies.
Hop up onto the desk.
Stavik goes for the cookies.
At least looking at them.
Leave the biscuits alone.
But yeah, for us. Okay, fine.
All right.
Greetings.
The guard behind the counter will look at all of you. All right. What's all this about?
I'm the great Valentino, and we were sent to solve all of your problems.
Oh,
House
boy.
Dupree.
Oh.
Hired us.
Oh, you're more like mercenary investigators or some such. Let me
We're
guess.
Yes.
better than that.
House Dupree wants to try to solve the whole murder crisis so that they look like big heroes, huh?
No, so they can come back.
I'm going to be looking at the hero, so I hope that's not their plan.
But also, yes.
All right. Sure.
But we're really good at it. Probably.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
Solved over 50
The best.
cases.
He's
Yeah,
really good at
but-
it.
the guard will look at you questioningly, Xander. Would you like to make a diplomacy or bluff check, whether that was
I would.
true or not. Because
Sure,
he's
let
certainly
me
going to
roll
be
that for
sense
you.
motivating that. Right. All right. Look, I'm sure you all are real skilled at, I don't know, fighting rats or something, but
Basically
this
everything.
is-
I mean, that's not excluded.
This is a real case here that isn't exactly easy to crack, and we don't exactly want.
No, sir, we're not bluffing. I swear. We just want to help some people, and obviously some terrible things have happened in town. It needs to be solved, and we're just here to assist.
Xander will start listing all the facts after Louie says that. All the facts that he knows currently.
Sure, everybody knows that already.
What would it take for
and-
you to understand?
Please, we're just here to help, and we're here to solve this case. I know very well that we're going to be able to do it. Please, just let us help.
All right, but you can't get in our way, all right?
Of course
If
not. We would
there's
never
a-
do that. We're here to assist, if
Right, well,
anything.
look,
Likewise.
we should probably clear this captain as well.
Thank you very much, sir.
Wait here.
Louis just deflates as soon as he's out of the room.
They're the worst.
Do you know what you could
Xander
help
says quietly.
relax you? You know, a cookie might help you relax.
I don't need a biscuit. Thank you very much. I'm fine.
Now would probably be the best time for you to grab one, Stavik.
It's true. It's only us to judge you.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
The copper walks back into the room, gets back behind the counter, and will say, "All right, Captain wants to talk to you."
Of course.
I bet so.
We're very good
Thank
at
you.
our job, apparently.
The best, really.
The best, yes. Stupendous, really. Excuse us, we're entering the room.
You head into the space, and you see a well put together office. There are a few chairs. There's a lot of keepsakes and trophies and things. A wide desk on one end, and sitting behind it looks to be a man in copper-hued armor that looks to be much more protective and higher quality than the standard stuff that the other guards are wearing. He has the look of a person who has a lot of weight on his shoulders, and he looks a little overly
Yeah, but the
stressed.
armor's heavy.
He looks up over the pad that he's holding and looks to all of you. All right. The name's Captain Arno. If you're going to be working as an auxiliary to the police, well, you'll want to make sure you don't get in our way. Understand?
Of course, likewise.
It's a unique situation here in Louisiana. Guard aren't exactly a municipal service, technically a mercenary company. We take our job seriously, and the people we have on our payroll are professionals. The guard here are not just some conscripts and drunks that went in to get a few extra coins every month.
Of course.
I assure you we're not drunks.
So that we, of course, won't get in anyone's way, and no one will get in each other's way. What, of course, are your duties if you are not considered normal municipal servants?
We have a freer hand in how we deal justice than most places. We also have a much, much higher bar to entry. So it's difficult to become a copper. And those who wear the armor do so with pride. So the people we associate with also reflect on us, which is why I'm cautious to allow anyone who did not pass the rigorous training that we enforce upon regular members to be auxiliaries. So, if we're going to allow you to help us, I don't want you to be an embarrassment. You understand?
Brandon, no training, no matter how rigorous, will be too much for Valentino. You have nothing to fear.
And I can assure you that although we do not have the training, we each have our own expertise.
One of us has training.
I looked at Louie.
Louie's just standing at the back of the room, and he's just fiddling with his hands mostly, not even looking up. So he doesn't notice that you look at him.
This one may have training.
Now, they said you had some sort of mark from a house.
Debris. And I think Xander has that?
Mm-hmm.
Ender will hand it over.
All right, Xander, you hand over the note. He unfolds it and reads it. Of course. Would have to be House Dupree of all people.
Sorry.
All right. Well, simple as it is then. All right. You lot are going to be officially auxiliaries of the Coppers for the foreseeable future. Now, if any of you do anything to tarnish that, you're going to see the inside of a holding cell quite some time. Do you understand?
Oh, of course.
All right. He pulls a desk drawer open and he takes out 5 of these little circular, almost coins. They're very large and very thin, and he sets them out. They're sort of like medals or tokens of some sort. He sets a stack of them on the desk and slides them over towards Zu'lin. There.
Oh,
That will mark you as official auxiliaries.
I'll grab them and pass them out.
First place dragon races, huh?
Louis
What does that
begrudgingly
mean?
takes his from Zu'lin. Thank you. Very much, sir. I
Yeah.
really enjoy the decoration of the mounted animal on your wall, by the way. Very classy.
Yeah, that's enough chit chat. You can be on your way.
Thank you. Louis just flees.
Is
We'll
that
return
an
when
elk?
we've solved your murder.
It is an elk. Yes.
Is that a white elk?
Mm-hmm.
Albino. Oh, thank
It
God.
was one of the Villish riding elks.
Bastion?
They're particularly canny prey. I'll say that. Took me 3 days to catch that one.
The pain.
I bet it tasted good too.
Xander is going to look at the captain, and he's going to say, "We're going to solve this murder investigation in record time, and then we will take a big load off of your plate. Thank you for your service." And then he'll walk out.
As you're walking out, Stavik will look at the captain and go, "Since when did Phil have riding elk?"
Something funny.
Captain seems confused
For
about
like
that.
about 40 years.
He seems confused about that, but we'll say nothing and sit back
When
down.
have
at his
they
desk.
not had them?
Wait
Like,
a minute.
it's always been a thing, as far as I remember.
Did not know that.
Aren't you from Ville?
I am.
How do you know it was a village riding elk if you didn't think there was village?
No,
that's what
he said.
the captain said.
That's what the captain
Oh,
said.
okay.
Yeah, captain said
Yeah.
the Villish riding elk.
I thought
Yeah.
it was just you saying it.
No.
That was the captain. Captain was answering the question. As soon as you all leave the building, the guards will close the doors behind you, and go back to their standard spots to stand for the day.
So,
And as soon as you get back outside, Bastion will come around the corner.
There you are.
Hey. So,
Okay.
how'd it go in there?
Awful.
these boys are a bunch of fucking stooges. Can I? I actually wanted to. Can I roll sense motive to just see? This guy really talked up a big talk about how professional they are. I want to see if they really match what he said.
Sure.
I realize the insane hypocrisy of Valentino doing this. I didn't mean for that to be private.
Okay. So Valentino, I will say this about the. So you just want to do this to just any of the town guards out here?
Yeah, just see how
Okay.
lax
Just
they
kind
are.
of just to give them a general appraisal of their skills.
hmm
You take a look at this guy, the nearest one, and you get the sense that he is wearing better equipment than a town guard. He is using. He's holding a weapon in such a way that looks practiced. He has a stance that seems both relaxed and also ready to strike at any time. You get the sense that these guys are probably a cut above the sort of standard half-drunken town guards that most towns are going to have in Burgos.
hmm
So you get the sense that these guys probably do have at least a reasonable amount of restrictions or
But they're no like elite
Standards?
palace guards or anything either.
no, they're not going to like kill a dragon or anything by themselves. But
Well,
they're
sure. Well, then they're
they-
gonna have trouble with me.
yeah, like they're not like heroes each and every one of them, right? But they are definitely
Okay.
stronger than a standard, what you might expect out of a standard town guard, which oftentimes can be poorly trained or drunk or just not really caring about much in the way of like professionalism. These guys seem a little bit higher quality than that, and it definitely seems that the system they have here in Louisiana does kind of promote that kind of quality level to their law enforcement.
Louie's gonna go up
So-
to one of the guards. Excuse me, sir. Could you inform us of when the most recent murder happened, or was, or the
Oh.
information?
That's fine. Is there a reason you need to know?
Louie just holds out the badge and stares at him.
Oh, yeah. All right. In that case, sure. The most recent one was 2 nights ago. There
Okay.
was a body found. It was over in East Town, in an alleyway. Some woman got hacked up, missing an arm. There was a bunch of blood around, but that was about it. Nobody found anything of use among the corpse or the scene.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Where's the body now?
Taken to the god's home, I believe. It's where most of them have gone at this point.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. It is a pleasure to work with you. Sorry, I'm gonna go now.
Cringe.
He just hates himself so fucking much.
You know, you don't have to be so conciliatory with them, right?
Oh, I just don't want anyone to come after me.
Well, if
No
they
one's going to come
you,
after you
they'll
while I
have
don't
to-
got your back.
Exactly.
That's very nice words. Thank you.
Well,
Besides,
not so far.
you're a mercenary. They're mercenaries. They're no different from you.
Honestly, I sized these guys up. You could probably kick their asses.
Thank you, but I don't really want to hurt anyone.
I'm not saying you do. It just, if it came down to it.
I would probably forfeit.
I'm gonna let that happen.
Do you presume that the missing arm might be related to the dead hands?
Well, we won't
I
know
don't
until we
know.
go to the god's home. That's where all the bodies are. We should maybe look at the... you guys should probably look at the bodies.
Yes, I feel like doing this with your realm of expertise, will it not?
Mm-hmm.
Where did he say the body was? The
God's home, whatever the fuck
Guild?
that
The
is.
God's home. Okay, I did hear it right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Xander, do you know where that is?
Yeah, Owen, he lives right over here. Just
Why don't we ask Stavik? Xander will say, I have had no reason to go there, so I do not actually know its location.
Bastion, do you
but
know?
it should be easy to find.
I mean, I'm not really like a religious dude, so no, not really.
Is-
But I mean, like,
is
we
it-
can like
Just a
probably
second.
find it pretty easy.
I mean, it's a temple, right? So it'd be like in the center of town.
Louie
Yeah,
is
it's
going to
kind of
look around at the
exciting.
streets and where we've passed and think about it. And is it all right if I roll a knowledge local to try and figure it out based on like the things we've seen?
Sure. Absolutely.
Not one.
Yeah.
Yep.
You think it might be the big building to the northwest?
It might be that way.
Hold on.
The castle?
Xander is going to close his eyes, and he's going to start murmuring underneath his breath, and he is going to do something.
Okay.
I cast meta knowledge.
do a little dance. Make a
Make a
little
Indeed.
little, get down tonight.
get down tonight.
Get down tonight.
All right, Xander, you cast a spell, and while you do that, I'm assuming you're wanting to find out about the God's Home.
Indeed.
Well, in that case, a similar thing. Okay. Well, in that case, a moment later, a few seconds pass without much from Xander, until suddenly, Xander, you begin to feel incredibly dizzy. The effects of the spell appear overwhelming
Mhm.
this time around.
Is he
And,
showing it?
Well, I mean, that's up to you, I suppose. But if
no.
you'd like to make a fortitude save, that's fine, or will, either one.
Xander just starts
Uh,
farting uncontrollably.
Ew.
Yeah, we'll say a will save. Okay, in that case, yeah, you're feeling that.
Must be those
So-
mushrooms.
Very woozy, if nothing else. But sadly, you gain nothing of value.
So, what do you glean? Xander?
That dealing with Belmez was tiring.
Oh,
I was just hitting you now. Now you need to get some sleep.
sit down a second. I'll go talk to someone.
Yeah, like we can ask around and shit.
Yeah.
Like, it can't
Is
be
it
that
not
hard.
the building like in the center of town?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That we walked past
Probably.
after when we left the blessed oven?
Louie's gonna
we can-
stop someone real quick. Excuse me.
Oh, hello. What can I help you with?
Do you know where the God's home
What?
is?
What? I can't hear you. You got to speak up. I'm a little deaf.
Do you know where the God's home is?
Whoa, you didn't have to yell. Damn. All right. Sure, it's in the middle of town. Go right into the market. You can't miss it.
Thank you very
It's
much,
the one that
sir.
has all the. It's the one that has all the holy symbols on it.
Great.
Sure, it was good to meet you.
It was good to meet you too. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Sure will.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they find that John, huh?
Oh, yes, very much so. That will be very good.
And then the man turns and walks away.
Ugh. He returns to the team. It's the middle of the town building. Valentino was right again, which I am learning that is just how Valentino works at this point.
He's
it takes
right
some
about a
time
lot
for
of things.
people to. Yeah, people eventually figure it out. That's fine.
Alright, so we'll make our way to the middle.
Yep, your group makes your way to the middle of town, and by about noon or so, you arrive in the central market. It is a bustling and crowded place, and as you enter the market square, Bastion is going to again look to each of you and kind of like pat his side, like where his coin purse would be, and he like as if to remind you all to watch your valuables.
Louie will check his chest for a moment and then nod.
My stuff on
Okay.
there?
Yeah.
Cool.
Xander is just rubbing the bridge of his nose as he walks.
Are you sure you're okay?
I'll
In
be
fact,
fine.
I will take a perception check. Give me just one quick second.
One
here.
quick little
Okay.
second right there.
One,
Oh my
one
God.
just quick little
One
second
just
there.
little quick second right there. Oh
One
yeah.
just quick little second
Quick
there. Go
little
ahead and
second.
throw. Yeah,
Do
go
I
ahead and throw
notice
it.
that I have less money on me?
Go ahead and check that, and we'll see if anybody notices anything.
Let me do mine.
Yeah. I need a perception for. There we go. Zu'lin's done. Okay.
Boom.
All right.
And blind GM.
No, that is not how we're supposed to do that one, but that's okay. It was right there in the chat, buddy.
Oh,
You see- did it show up for you?
oh! I did not see that. My apologies. There we go.
Should have made a little doodle loop and everything. That's fine.
I heard the doodle loop.
Okay.
Neat.
Well, there you go. Go ahead and submit a roll then, please. Thank you. All right, cool. Well, in that
Oh,
case,
neat.
as you enter into the town square, Bastion will kind of make sure to remind you to check your valuables here, as this place is rife with pickpockets. And as you all kind of check your stuff, Stavik, your coin purse is gone.
Oh
And that's where we're
shit!
And that's where we're going to take our little break.
Yay! Hello, checkers and please. Shut the fuck up, Xeno. Hello, checkers and pleasers. We are back.
Hey, everybody. We did
Hi.
it. We're here. We made it through. And the party has just arrived at the Luciana Marketplace. And what they find there is a big crowd of people, big market that is just jam-packed with all different items and things from across the entire nation, all here conveniently available to purchase for any sums of money that people may have on them. So it's a pretty wild place. And it's said that in the markets like this, one can find anything that they were looking for. At the northern end of the market is a big old basilica, the Temple of Light, known as Basilica of St. Sildine. And all the way on the southern end is a multi-faith cathedral known as the God's Home.
A multi-faith cathedral, you say?
Indeed, yeah, multi-faith cathedral.
How many's you got in here?
Oh, a lot. A lot of them. Basically, any minor deity is represented here in some aspect or capacity.
Any minor DD? Are the major ones all represented?
The ones that aren't represented with their own cathedrals are represented in this one. So yeah.
Okay.
Louie's gonna go up to Xander and gently tug on one of his see-through cloth flowy bits.
Xander seems to be staring off into the distance, and he doesn't even really seem to notice at first, and then after a second, he turns. Yes, Louie?
Louie just holds up a paper butterfly to him. It's okay if you're not feeling okay. He'll protect you.
Xander will look down at the paper butterfly, and the hint of a genuine smile appears on his face, just the hint of it, for a brief second, and he will lean down and very gently pick it up and stare at it wordlessly. And then he'll look up at Louie and say, "He was protecting you too."
Excuse me?
In Belmez, you asked me what at the campfire?
I don't understand.
It looks like Rebecca and I are not the only ones that the hero is watching over.
Louie just takes a step back away from him. Just feel better or something. I don't care anymore. But I
Alright.
do want to know how much you know.
Too much and not enough.
I agree. And Louie will kind of flee to the back end of the group. Away from mostly Xander.
What is that about?
Shall we? What are we standing over for?
Yes.
This is the right place, right? Yeah.
Well, the hustle and bustle of shit.
It's time to say hello to the gods. Is there like a
My
police line?
voice-
Anything keeping us out?
My purse is gone.
Hmm?
My coin
What?
purse is gone.
Why didn't you put it in your
I
clothing?
just told you to watch your money, dude.
It's a good thing that you're poor.
Hey, you know what? Fuck you! Out of character. Shit.
I mean, he went to pay for something earlier today, and he didn't
Yeah,
even have
yeah,
like a gold
yeah.
coin, so
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it was empty, but it was still mine. It was still nice.
Or did you last have it?
He
Well,
might have sentimental value on it.
Yeah. We'll
Not
figure it
really,
out.
but I appreciate it. It's just-
Okay, never mind.
just
Fuck
rude.
you.
I appreciate it. No, but it just was gone.
Where did you last have it?
So it's when I
At the library.
When we went, yeah, that's the library. That's when I remember having it.
It's been a while since we had the fucking library. It could be
It's
fucking
been a
anywhere
while
right
since
now.
you've checked your money.
No, everyone checks the person.
Well, we're not going to retrace our steps if somebody has it. Like, they're gone by
No,
now.
it's just an empty sack.
Well, let's continue what we're doing. If we can find it afterwards.
Well, it does seem someone has also gone through my things as well.
Yes. Well, you've lost your money as well.
Indeed.
Do you know when you last had it?
Well, I know it was on my cart when we left the library.
Is Zu'lin has her cart the whole time?
Yeah, my alchemy cart.
Yeah, I just don't know if you tug it with you everywhere or not. I don't know the visuals
Usually.
on that. Okay.
What a champ.
And the library is the last place you saw it?
That was the last time I checked it.
Well, I think this is the same thing then. We have investigate this while we're here and we'll search the city. We're going to find a bunch of fucking thieves anyway, so there's a good chance one of them has it.
That's true. I'll just take from their funds.
Yes, exactly. Kindly reimburse yourself. It's a transaction in their language.
Nevertheless, we are here to do some work, are we not?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Rookies, man.
The money was in a locked chest, but the chest is gone. So,
I mean,
Oh, so we have to find the whole chest.
honestly, I would suggest putting your pouches under your shirts, to be honest. Near your chest.
Valentino looks at his fucking skin-tight leather shirt.
I mean, it'll stay there.
yeah, I can do that with the remaining funds that I have. Quite a shame. I was hoping to use that money on something.
I think I hate this town.
I'm starting to like it here.
You're
Except the
so
murder
weird.
thing.
Yeah,
We-
except the murder thing, and them threatening the blessed oven thing. But like,
Yeah,
other
not
than
a big
that,
fan of that.
pretty cool town.
The cops kind of suck too, but
Well, I mean,
that's normal.
I know they're doing their job, but I just feel like the people who are allowed to do that job just suck, normally.
Well, I mean, also, they were really not clear on what their job is.
I think they just like toting around and thinking they're important, probably.
Their job is
That's
probably
usually how it goes.
they're not really guards, they're mercenaries. It's worth remembering that.
Well, they said they were better than mercenaries, right?
People can say whatever they want to feel better about
That
themselves.
is very true. People have many pretty words that they will constantly say. I understand. You're right.
Yeah, people constantly talking themselves up is crazy.
Mm.
I agree.
I mean, at the end of the day, there's still the people that are like getting paid to, break kneecaps.
Fuck someone's life over for no
Exactly.
reason.
Really, just another
Put them
guy,
in jail for no reason.
Third one in this town.
Yeah. I mean, there's more than just those two, though. The Dead Hands and the Knights Dominion. Those are just the ones that are up here. There's more in the south and another one in the north.
And these
Luckily, they're
coppers
not.
really suck at their job.
Probably, yeah.
Or they're getting paid off by them.
That's probably more likely.
That makes them suck at it.
Yeah. Yeah.
All people
Corruption.
who have power will be corrupted more than likely.
I mean, it's usually how it goes.
Depends on the
Usually.
kind of power, I suppose.
But you just gotta kind of learn how to, dance between all those moving parts. And,
Oh, you're a
Find yourself
dancer,
with-
huh?
well, you just kind of get squeezed to it. Maybe, like, squiggle. How's that?
You're a squiggler.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do look like a squiggler.
He does.
Thanks.
Sneaky
gotta-
squiggler.
Yeah. You gotta, like, swiggle
Squiggly
through the
screamer.
problems. It's like, oh, you get problems over there and problems over there. You squiggle between them. Boom, you're fine.
Yeah, a
just
couple of
gotta
sneaky
find that-
squigglers like us, we get it.
It's how, and you get ahead in life, And everybody else is like, oh no, I'm too rigid to squiggle.
You should teach
Like,
me how to
'cause they're
squiggle
like-
then.
Because like the way I look at it, maybe it's like a moral thing. Like the way I look at it is like people that have like firm morals, they can't squiggle because they're like set in their ways, so they can't like get through a thing because they can't change themselves. You know what I mean?
Or do you just change the world?
Yeah, they're literally
Exactly.
just like yeah, kinda, but like that's real hard to do because you got to like kill a lot of people usually.
What?
Sometimes.
Why
Change
would
the
you have
world.
to?
Usually involves killing a lot of people.
But it's worth the effort.
Sometimes. I mean, unless you're trying to like do it for shitty reasons, which a lot of people that try to change the world are doing it for shitty reasons. And all it comes down to is because they refuse to squiggle. And I don't understand, because squiggling's like the easiest thing in the world. You just like
I'm of both minds
get
of
through-
this. There
just,
is
like-
definitely a sense of justice that must be upheld. But also the squiggling thing, I kind of agree with.
yeah.
Like,
Teach
people
me.
think that the way that they're living is like the right way to live, and there's not a right way to do it.
Both
Right.
of you teach me how to. I'm not saying that. That sounds lame. But
You got to say it.
How to be a sneaky squiggler?
If
Can
you
you-
say it, I'll teach you.
can you teach me how to squiggle? I
Oh,
do
yeah.
want to.
Yeah. We'll squiggle this
You
shit
just-
out of
You just follow me, and I'll teach you to be the squiggliest motherfucker you've ever seen.
You're making it sound gross.
No, it's not gross at
Very
all.
gross.
It'll keep you alive.
Fine.
I bet Zuzu can squiggle.
Oh, most certainly. And as much as I enjoy this philosophical conversation, there's a dead body that I would really like
Yeah,
to see inside.
should
of
check
that
those out.
building.
Just a thing about before we go near dead bodies. Can I maybe not be near that, please?
Are you gonna like? You're not gonna like pass out again, are you?
You need to stay out here. Someone stay out here with you.
No, I can be in like the room
I would
right
like to pay
next
my
to
homage
it.
to the gods, so I'd like to go in for a bit, but I can come back out.
I'm less God oriented than you are, Val. So I'll hang out here with
I
Bro.
will join you.
For me?
If inside,
Yes.
yes.
Alright.
If just please know that if you do choose not to go in, it won't help with your learning of anatomy.
That is true.
That's just, I mean,
There are other ways to learn.
Can we
hey,
I
In,
can
like,
be in the
books.
next room over. Maybe I can just peek in or something. Just from time to
You
time.
shouldn't push yourself.
You just said I'm not going to learn anatomy. You need to make up your mind.
No, whatever works for you, man. Just telling you the facts.
Fine. I'll go in the building. I'm not going to look at any fucking dead bodies. And I would appreciate it if you stop spouting your opinions on what I shouldn't do anymore. Deal?
I don't think you should or shouldn't do anything.
Oh my god. Ugh, I need a nap. Okay.
Like, I don't have an opinion on it. All right, yeah, I'm gonna just go.
All right.
Is like a police line or like?
No, you can go inside.
We just go inside. Is the
Yeah,
body
we
still
just-
there?
Well, it's a
public
place
building.
of worship, of course.
Yeah, but there's just
simple.
is there a corpse there?
There's like an inner room, I'm sure.
Everywhere.
There's corpses all over the place.
like
Lying
Oh,
on the ground.
So wait a minute.
Oh,
There's
sorry.
corpses.
There?
Hold on.
No.
There?
Slamming the door.
Just please seat yourselves around the corpse. The investigators.
There's
are gonna come
corpses
later.
everywhere. What do they care about somebody offing people
People
everywhere?
die every day, guys.
Every day.
Die every day. Corpses everywhere, but not a one to eat. Look,
What?
there's what? So there's so this is a multi-faith cathedral. There are a number of shrines dedicated to various gods inside the place. And also there is, because of that, they have sort of a mortuary area in the back. So you guys can go in here. In the main room, it is this large vaulted ceiling, number of shrines around the outside perimeter of the room. A bunch of pretty much every minor god is represented here in some way or another. There's a bunch of people here that are, praying for various things, whether they're trying to get over a sickness or, trying to ease the spirit of a fallen relative, something like that. But in the back, you can see a couple of coppers are flanking the doors that go back into the mortuary section. Now, Bastion was going to stay outside with Louie if Louie was staying outside.
He is currently pacing in front of the door.
Okay. So, yeah, in that case, Bastion will stay behind as well. So, the rest of the group heads on inside, and that is what you see.
Quite exciting, is it not?
Does it work for it?
I mean, it's exciting would not be the word I would use, but
I'll let you get to your autopsy then, Zu'lin. Maybe a few prayers to make. So is there a shrine to Gigarian here?
There is not a shrine to Gigarian because Gigarian has his own temple.
I'll go back. I'll go to that later then. Is there a shrine
Okay.
to Thess?
There is.
Okay, then I will find that.
since we're in the mortuary, do I see any?
The
since
mortuary
we're
is in the back.
Okay. And the body is in the mortuary.
All of the bodies are in the mortuary. Yeah.
Mortuary.
You guys just came into the main building here, and it's a large vaulted room with shrines to all of the minor gods spread out throughout it.
You
And
don't
I
want
don't
the main event
see-
to be right in front. You want them back.
Yeah.
Yeah. My guess is there's no shrine to Owen. Correct.
There is not a shrine to Owen because this city has a temple to Owen.
Oh,
It has its own building.
Has its own building.
Why?
well then.
What do they do there?
Oh, it's probably the
find
cult. It's
They
probably the
die.
cult one.
They just go in and die.
You can check it out
Yikes.
sometime. But yeah, the
think I
city
will
has
be.
its own. Okay. But there's no shrine to Owen here because Owen has his own temple, or I should say, Owen had his own temple in the city. Owen's dead.
Oh.
It's all past tense.
Fair.
Exactly.
Oh, we were
Fair.
placing it with some like bee god. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fine. It's just, no, put a spirit Halloween.
There you go.
They don't even have to change the theme.
What's the
No,
difference?
Yeah. What's the difference? It was already a Spirit Halloween to begin with.
I feel
Exactly.
like that's Terrace's
spooky.
temple.
Yeah,
So Zu'lin
Those would be terrorists.
Yeah.
Definitely right.
Zu'lin
Oh,
has
fair.
already sped forward and is showing his little medal, his auxiliary badge.
Yep. You rush forward and present your badge to the coppers. They look at you, they look at the badge, and they say, "All right, I guess they're letting anybody in these days. Sure." And they open the door and let you into the mortuary section that takes up maybe the back third of this building. It's a number of different rooms, and what happens in the back here in this mortuary section is that the various clerics of each of the different faiths that are represented here can prepare bodies according to the rites of their particular religions. So there's a lot of separate sections back here for that, but they've all kind of been pushed out because this has now become the main repository of bodies for the St. Sildine murders. So there are a bunch of corpses here, and they have effectively like not exactly toe tags, but they have like a placard hanging off of each one of them to sort of denote where they were found, when they were found, and if they have any idea who the person is.
Okay.
But the space, there's a bunch of little alcoves and a bunch of smaller side rooms, but everything's pretty much jam-packed. And all in all, there's about 17 bodies back here.
17 bodies that belong to the John killings?
Though they believe so, yes. There's a few, there's a copper back here that's sort of minding the corpses to make sure nobody comes in here and messes with the evidence. But yeah, he can answer some questions.
Okay, yeah, so first I want to know where each of these bodies was found. So you said that's on the bodies themselves?
Yeah,
correct?
yeah. There's a placard on each one.
Can I get a general,
Sure.
description of where these bodies were found?
Yeah. So Officer Alonso is back here, and he is going to give you a little bit of information about.
Xander would have rushed in after Zu'lin, so he is just standing by, but he seems to be quiet after the event earlier.
Okay. So on the Luciana map, the first body was found outside of the Basilica of St. Sildine on the northern side of the market. And this would have been about a month ago or so. And there has been a body discovered every other day thereabout. Sometimes it's every third day, sometimes it's the day after. But it's with reasonable consistency that another body is located. And all of those bodies have been found in alleyways or in trash heaps or partially hidden or concealed in some way, either by putting a blanket over them or having them in a side passage down an alleyway or a street, someplace where they're less likely to be found immediately. But they have a few things in common. None of them were killed with magic, as far as the officer could tell. All of the bodies have physical injuries of some kind or another. Some of them are stabbed. Some of them have been slashed to the point where they died of exsanguination. Some of them were throttled. So the cause of death changes. And sometimes it's the same cause of death. Sometimes it's not. So there's maybe 4 or 5 different injuries. None of them are identical. So it's not like they're always being stabbed in the same place. It's not like they're all being, bludgeoned in the same place. But aside from that, it seems to be a mix of peoples. Most of them are women, though. Of the 17 victims, 14 of them were female. So they're not exactly sure who this person is, who John is, but the amount of killings have been enough that the townsfolk here, the citizens of Luciana, have sort of turned this into the big gossip point of the city.
All right.
But all the bodies are back here, and you can examine them for various things. They have brought in specialists already to this case. People who were able to use magical scrying abilities, who had the ability to foresee the future or peel back the veil and look into the possibilities of the future. And so far, all of those people have failed. Their spells have revealed a dark shape, but none have been able to unmask the dark shape.
Well, of course they can't find anything for the future. They're dead.
Yeah. You're right.
We need past magicians.
Unmask the dark shape. It's Stavik.
Enhance.
Oh no.
Juju.
All right. Well, obviously, Zu'lin's going to have a heyday inspecting all these bodies, even if they've already been looked at. And I assume that I'm going to find just the same thing that they found, which is stab
effectively.
wound.
Yeah. So various wounds, all of them lethal, but none of them seem to have much in common with each other.
I would like to see, for the stab wounds, do they seem like they were done with the same style of blade, or were those also different styles?
Give me a heal check.
Got it. Do you want that blind, or?
No, you can roll that out in the open. That's fine.
I would also like to check if or how many of them have body parts missing.
That is a 21 for heal.
Zu'lin, with a 21, your heal check tells you that the ones that have been killed with implements of some kind, like either bludgeoning or stabbing or slashing, they don't appear to be the same weapon. So it looks like even the stab wounds on different bodies were not made with the same stabbing implement. So if you had to guess, it seems like every murder weapon has been different. Because even the bludgeoning don't match up either. One victim has half their head caved in, and the other one has a much smaller series of bludgeoning injuries. So one looks like their head was perhaps crushed by a warhammer, and the other looks like they were hit with a much smaller, perhaps light mace. So it's odd. None of them seem to be killed in the same way. Sorry, what was your question?
My question was, other than the one lady who had her arm taken, are there any others with body parts missing?
The body parts missing is something that has happened to about a quarter of the victims so far.
Okay.
And it's usually an extremity, a hand, a foot, sometimes up to the knee, sometimes up to the elbow. All of them have had their heads.
Okay.
But as far as they know, none of them have had any, like, large cavities in their body. Like, none of them were, like, had anything removed from them. They all seem to be mostly intact organ-wise as well. And none of them have any kind of weird markings of any kinds. Like, no arcane marks, nothing like that. As they think the perpetrator, they think John is probably not a caster. But at the same time, he seems to have some sort of protection from divination.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
If I were to make a guess myself, I would think that this was multiple people, given it's a different weapon each time.
That is very likely.
However, the avoidance of divination is quite perplexing, is it not?
Not all that perplexing. It could be several things. It could be maybe some sort of magical item that prevents divination. It could perhaps be the dark shape represents something not to be taken literally. And they are getting an answer. It's just not the answer that they thought they were looking for.
So you think there is a potential this might not be a typical individual then?
It is very likely, and I would also like to try a divination at some point to see if I also see a dark shape.
Well, the more information that we can compare, the better. Is there any of these ones that you would like to check?
I would like to examine the ones with missing body parts. It's interesting that several of them are missing them, but not every single one of them.
Well, let's check out potentially the latest one then.
Indeed.
So I'll go to the woman
Okay.
that was missing
Yeah.
her arm.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. The freshest body was one that was found, I believe, 2 days ago. And the unknown victim is missing their right arm up to the elbow. And it appears they were killed with, we'll say, piercing weapons.
Piercing. All right.
Okay.
Human, female, and we'll say the age seems to be somewhere around 25.
Is that typical of the women who have been killed?
Yes, actually. Most of the women who have been killed have been 35 or under.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
In fact, the men have as well. I think all the victims have been 35 or under.
All human?
No. Some of them are half-elf.
It's about the same.
Right.
Yeah, okay, Vera.
Tomato to potato.
Yeah, it's the same thing, right? There's no
It's the
reason
same-
to discriminate on the
Yeah,
difference.
they're the same
Or
race.
have to explain it, reveal it. Why would you have to tell anybody that you're a half elf other than a human? If you're half
Yeah,
elf,
they're like, who would even care?
I mean, that's true, right? Yeah, who would care? Why would you make a big deal out of it?
Yeah. So your ears are slightly pointier? Whoopee fucking do.
I feel I'm being
Cool,
shit
yeah.
on.
Well,
No,
now
no,
we
it's just the
understand
rain.
why Penelope was in such a hurry to leave this place.
Who was? Oh, the gal that we talked to?
hmm
She was.
She was 35 and
Yeah.
under.
She's the killer.
Elves. Yeah, you're right. Shit. That's how that works. You match the description of the victims, thus you are.
You are the killer.
Yes,
Oh,
I
boy.
would assume, although of all the people that would be safe, most likely those with money could shelter themselves.
That is true, unless all of the victims have some sort of connection point. Like perhaps they were all theater goers, or they all partook in a special hobby, and that's how the killer or killers more likely got to them.
Potentially. Oh, and there's a copper here, correct? Inside?
Yeah, in the back, yeah. The guy's name is Alonso. Officer Alonso.
Excuse me, officer. Was investigation done on the identities of these? Is there any correlation between any of these individuals?
Well, not all of them were able to be identified, but of the about roughly half of them that we were able to get a positive ID on, they didn't seem to have anything in common with each other. Lived in different parts of the city. None of the victims seemed to know each other or have even interrelated families.
I see.
Do you have the information for those families? Perhaps we could do some further investigation.
Sure, I can get some information together for you. Yeah.
Thank you. Do the limbs that have been removed, are they like clean breaks, for example, on the arm, or are they rough and messy?
They look like the ones that are removed look
Yeah.
like they were cut with a very sharp blade, so they're clean
Okay.
cuts.
And
Yeah,
Post-mortem?
clean cuts. It's almost at this point impossible to tell. Basically,
sure.
Does it look like the blade went towards the body? Is there any marks like going into the torso from the potential strike area? Like, let's say that the blade hit the arm and went through it. Is there any scrapes on like
Oh.
the armpit?
No. So like secondary injuries from that? No.
Okay.
Not. They all look
And-
like they were cleanly done, and there's no additional injury upon the body from it. So
Okay.
you would surmise that it was likely post-mortem.
That makes sense. And the ones that have body parts removed, some of those weren't from like slashing injury. Some of them were also like bludgeoning or piercing
Correct.
injuries.
Or being throttled. Some of the people were
Or
choked.
throttled. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Some people are what now?
Throttled.
Some of the people were choked to death.
Suffocation.
So some people died through various means, but none that's not correlative to the ones that have body parts missing.
You said you were going to try some divination. Is that correct?
That is correct, but I would not be able to do that today.
I see. Perhaps tomorrow then.
Yes, perhaps tomorrow.
Right about that point, on the outside of the God's home,
Oh.
Bastion and Louie, you're
Yep.
going to see a group of guards approaching at fast speed.
Louie,
Coppers.
who had been pacing back
are-
and forth, just kind of gets out of the way.
They're carrying, but some of them are carrying between them what appears to be a body under a sheet.
He just turns away and just tries to look at anything else.
You're not gonna learn that way.
Fuck you.
Just imagine Louis like sees that and immediately.
Yeah, it just pukes on the body as it goes by.
Oh, Zu'lin's looking. There's a lot of milk on this one.
So rude. It would have been pizza
Milk
and
and
a cinnamon bun.
That's
And that would have been terrible coming back up, and you know it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's after party.
Oh,
I
oh.
think I may have puked that before. Cinnamon bun and
I've
pizza.
puked so many things before.
I think that, but I think I might have puked that specific combination before.
Ooh,
Great
spicy.
talking, guys.
Yeah, we'll keep that.
You
till
brought
after.
up the throwing up. He was just trying not to faint. Fuck you.
It's fine. It's on me. So, anyway, so they push their way into the god's home, and they move past all the two of them outside. Bastion watches with curiosity, and then looks over to Louie.
He's casting a message spell to Xander right now to inform
Okay.
him.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, back in the mortuary section of the god's home, Xander, you receive that message about, we'll say, 10 seconds before they arrive on scene with the body.
New body coming in.
Okay.
Can't see it. Sheet over it. Sorry.
There's a new body coming in. He's going to say to Zu'lin and say, understood, back to Louie.
Officer Alonso looks over and says, What do you mean?
Grabs his helmet.
And then at that moment, the door is going to swing open. A bunch of guards are going to come in, and they set this body down on one of the open slabs in this room.
Holy shit, Xander's magic.
How do you see the future? Holy
Y'all
shit.
saw a fucking butterfly go to it.
So
The divination was real.
Oh my
the
god.
coppers drop it off, hand some information over to Alonso, and then get out back onto the street to try to find this guy. As soon as they clear out of the way, Alonso will pull the sheet back, kind of wince a little bit at what he sees.
Can we take a look?
Yeah. And he'll pull the sheet back on this one, and what you see is the 18th victim. This one appears to be a human female, somewhere in her mid-20s. Killed with what appears to be slashing weapons. And this is a lot fresher of a body. And because of that, the body is a lot bloodier than the others that have been sort of cleaned up at this point. So this one's much fresher and is in a pretty ghastly state.
Wonderful.
There's a lot of blood on the clothing, particularly in the abdominal area where a lot of the slashes were done.
Yeah, the slashing victim again. What can I guesstimate based on clotting and all about the time?
It's what, noon? Yeah, it's about noon. Yeah. You think that maybe it's been 8 hours.
Okay. About 8 hours of coagulation.
Shall we get to work?
Yes, of course. What does get to work mean in this situation?
Yeah.
I assume heal checks to examine the body.
Yeah.
Is that what you meant? Yeah. In that case, yeah, throw some heal checks.
An
You too.
autopsy.
Because I'm open to open this person up, but I don't know if the officer's going to be okay with that.
Look, you guys got the badges.
Yeah.
They're not going to stop you.
Let's perform a full autopsy, Zu'lin.
Oh, I'm really glad Louie's not there.
Yes.
Woo.
We got the
So
laugh.
situation.
Right, hold on. Heal check.
So what is Stavik and Valentino doing during this? Just watching in horror?
Well-
I guess, yeah. Well, I mean, not in horror, but Stavik is utterly useless in this situation. It's like, well,
Well, that sucks.
yeah, that's good work. Sharp knives, happy knives, I guess.
I would also
Okay.
like to use my reroll from last week.
Go for it. Do
Ooh.
it. Use that reroll.
Can I use my reroll that I gave myself last
No.
week?
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, fine.
DM said okay.
Yeah, DM said okay.
DM said yes.
Daddy said it was okay.
Dad said it was
okay,
fine.
guys.
It's fine.
18.
Jeez, you know, why did your mom let you have 2 rerolls?
Mine was a 20.
I do.
Nice.
My
Nat or
first
dirty?
one. Oh, dirty.
Okay.
Yeah, baby. No.
Okay.
And to answer your question, Valentino's just offering. He's actually. I mean, at first I was gonna. He's offering a short prayer to Thess before he joins everybody else. He's quickly say, so I know justice isn't necessarily your priority, but look, if you can, we're looking for this killer. You can set me on the path so that we find him more quickly. The rest of these guys, they all seem like they've got a lot of ahead of them. But Louie, I can tell he's got potential, but I don't know if he's ready to see it through. You help me out with this, I'll make sure his destiny is sought through. So good. And as I start to walk away, trying to go, one other thing. If you could do me a quick, a solid. If I could see Nia again some point, that'd be great. I really miss the girl. Thanks. Join the others. Go through everything we already assessed.
Well, what are you gleaning from this poor unfortunate soul?
All right. So the two of them put on their gloves and they get to work. Xander and Zu'lin working on this thing. You guys search the body head to toe, finding all of the various injuries, and it looks like this person died from about 9 significant slashing injuries. It appears that only 2 of them were probably dealt while the person was standing, and the other ones were most likely downward slashes and stabs from above. So you think that this person was probably hit twice and then was just struck 7 more times while they were on the ground. The injuries are mostly centered on the upper arms and chest area. And then as you peel back some of the clothing, you find that there is a significant amount of injury to the abdominal area of the body. Specifically, it looks like someone has carved something onto this person.
Does it look familiar?
It looks like it doesn't look like it was done particularly cleanly. It was done with a crude blade of some kind.
Sure.
So it's difficult to tell what the object is supposed to be, but it looks like a circle.
Okay.
Like a circle was cut into their abdomen.
Is the same kind of thing we saw before at the...
Does look similar to it, yeah.
God damn it.
Does that that looks very familiar.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to make a, I mean, you rolled it before, but I'll give you another roll on it since this one's fresh.
Okay.
I'll take a knowledge religion.
I'll do a knowledge religion.
Is it actually trained?
Private.
No, knowledge is out in the open. Fine.
Okay.
16.
Before I do that, Xander is going to breathe onto his water skin and cast a spell.
Okay, that's fine.
And then he's going to take a swig.
Delicious.
And once he does, he is going to make this check.
Val, you rolled me a planes. I'm not sure why.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have misclicked. Yeah.
That is a 29.
Hey!
All right.
No,
Well,
this time,
so that's an overkill from pretty much all of you,
Oh.
Except me.
except Stavik. Well, yeah. So looking at this thing, you get a sense that. Oh, okay. Yeah, you get a sense that this mark is this sort of circle might have spiritual or religious significance. You think it looks kind of like the holy symbol of Owen, the god of death.
Knew it. Fucking knew it.
Looks like we're going to the Owen Temple.
So-
Why are we going to the Owen temple? That looks nothing like what Owen's sigil is.
Really?
Well, that sounded like Zu'lin's
Clearly.
voice.
I said it. Don't. That was me. Yeah, we're going to Owen Temple. Why would we not? You don't think it looks the same?
So, I mean, the wings are all. This is not really the wings are not
Oh, you
in
really sound
there.
like an expert on it.
I believe those are waves.
Just,
You don't want to check out the temple
I think
of the death people about the murders?
I mean, that's painting a very broad brush for him, but I guess it seems
Is it now?
applicable.
What made you say that? Perhaps we have this conversation sometimes. I think we should. I've got everything I need to make a hypothesis. I don't know the rest of you. Rather have this conversation outside in the anonymity of the outdoors.
Yeah, Zu'lin is still in process of like looking through the body, but he'll respond. Yes, we should definitely talk to everyone about what we found, officer. And Zu'lin's going to recount all the information that they found on this, that they were able to glean. And I'm also going to be taking a blood sample and a spinal sample, so I can test those.
I assume you mean spinal fluid and not like a chunk of their spine.
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
Xander will also be taking samples.
Okay. Of any particular sort?
Just the whole arm.
Yes, he has. Yeah, he just takes one arm. He's gonna take a blood sample. He would like to take a hair sample, and then, what part of their body was the symbol carved into?
They're sort of the area just below their navel.
Below their navel. Okay, so consistent with the last one.
Yeah.
He is going to take a section of flesh that is like just a small piece that is bordering on where the symbol is, not to ruin the symbol, but just right there.
Okay. All right. Well, the officer down there is going to watch the two of you work and kind of nod as he sees the professionalism on display of the two of you. And he doesn't question anything you do. He assumes that you are professionals and know what you're doing and stays the hell out of your way.
Nice. All right. Afterwards, Zu'lin will take some of his chemicals, wash off the blood from his gloves, and he'll exit the morgue area.
All right. You guys to the mortuary, heading back out into the area of shrines. What do the other three of you do?
Follow along.
Follow along.
Xander?
I will follow along.
All right. In that case, the four of you head back into the shrine area. And out there you see shrines to all of the minor gods.
All right.
Head outside.
I think I got this already. We're done. Well,
Right.
okay.
You
So-
you head out into out the front door again, and you see Bastion and Louie out there, who are kind of standing around, like leaning up against the front of the building, probably in some shade, not really talking.
Bro, Louie, we got it.
Hey, you got it
It's a
already?
cult. Yeah.
Cult.
Yeah.
Oh,
probably-
fucking
maybe like
sweet.
mind controlled or something.
Mind controlled cult. All right,
Yeah.
that sounds pretty standard. So we
Which
just gotta
one?
cut them up, stab them.
Well, yeah. I mean, we still got to get like a face and name part to do that. But you
Okay.
know, we're about there. Seem like Owen
I-
called this. I think they're trying to birth him.
I would like to take this moment to remind everybody that it was only one of the 18 victims that had such a marking on them. So we can't say that definitively yet, but yes, this does seem to be the work of an Owen cultist, and the markings matched that of Tessa.
Well, here is my hypothesis, based on what we found. I agree with the two of you that it seems like a bunch of different people did this. And given that the culprit can't be found in divination, I think maybe someone more powerful is using those powers to control a bunch of other people, make them do it. We've got the mark or a womb, which makes me think that they're trying to do something with that. If there's a mark of Owen over a womb, perhaps they're trying to rebirth a dead god. Don't know if there's if that's just fucking crazy or not, but I don't really care either, as long as they stop killing people. Explains why it would be mostly women. Don't really know about the missing limbs. It seems like I thought maybe they're trying to put the person together, so I guess that kind of adds up, but then also not really.
Ugh.
And,
Sorry.
Male victims are probably just people who got in the way.
Okay. Okay, it's been a while since I've really gotten into anything with Owen, so I might have
It's
to
very long time since anyone has it. I mean, they have a temple there.
just looks over at Stavik for a moment. Yeah, I'm sure it has been a while since anyone's really looked into what Owen does.
I'm very sure it's not. It would be. I mean, because otherwise, there would be no reason not to be upfront about it, would there? It's not like this, inherently problematic. Just when shit like this happens.
It wouldn't be check please if we weren't shitting on Skrewy's god.
He chose one. I just don't know why that one. Okay. I might have to go to the library to get another book, but even so, there's 2 or 3 different cult factions in Owen worship, if I remember correctly. There's one that's actually okay, so doubtful it's them.
they're okay, we can just talk to them, right?
That's if we know who they are.
Do we know who they are?
No. Why would I know? Do you?
Look around the group.
Do you? Just points at Stavik. Do you know of the factions?
Well, that is a great question. To the DM, do I know the factions? I didn't go. We didn't go through that necessarily, so I don't know if I know the faction.
You
That's
didn't go
okay,
to
bud.
Owen school?
That's okay, buddy. We didn't give you like the 6-week course on Owen studies. So
Louie has.
We go to Sunday school
yeah,
for Death Jesus.
for Death Jesus. Yeah.
He's pretty
Basically,
Jesus-y.
he is kind of Jesus-esque. Fair.
Mhm.
So,
That guy down there.
there are in fact a couple of different groups within Owen worship, factions, if you will, that split off and split away from each other, and they typically do this whenever there is a period of death. Owen is kind of a cyclical god. Thus his holy symbol, right? The particular factions that you're dealing within are the ones that are sort of the purists, that consider themselves the maintainers of the faith, that even though their powers diminish and they lose connection to their god, they're the ones that stay faithful and wait and look for portents and look for signs and await the return of their god. They're more of the passive ones. Then there are the ones that take a more active stance. They're the ones that believe that it is their duty to hasten the cycle and to bring Owen back to godhood faster. Those groups are known as the Death Whisper cult, and they are typically seen as extremists and much more dangerous and violent. So those are the kind of two main takes. Now, once Owen restores to godhood, once the cycle completes and is back to being a god, they sort of come back together and the church reforms and works again for a long time until inevitably Owen again dies and then the cycle repeats. So it's a cyclical god with cyclical powers, and the same sort of thing kind of happens with his clergy over time. This is generational, like we're talking over millennia here. So it's this is not a fast cycle by any stretch.
Yeah, how long this guy been dead?
This particular Owen disappearance is coming up on about 200 years.
A little longer than normal.
Which is longer
Right.
than normal. Yes, it's significantly longer than normal. The normal cycle, I would say, is about 100 years or so of godhood, or sorry, about 100 years of non-godhood, followed by maybe 500 to 1,000 years of godhood. So there's usually these 100-year blips. This one is beyond that 100 years. So some people think he's not coming back.
So
But
imagine
his temples have fallen into disrepair.
It's me. I'm the one who doesn't think he's coming back. Hoping.
I'm just imagining that you go on vacation from work and then an entire cult is out there trying to get you to return.
That's what happens in IT, I'm guessing.
Capitalism.
Could have been Soul.
Yeah. So I mean,
There's a third sect that are just sending Owen texts like, "You really got to come in on Friday," where everybody else is overworked, everyone else is pulling extra hours. You could pull, if you pull a few extra hours, everyone else will lose lunch.
yeah,
We're all counting on you to do this.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like
fuck off.
you're the only one with the authorization to get this stuff done faster.
Yeah,
Like, it takes us so much longer to do the same thing. Please.
come on, quit being selfish.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. So what you're saying is the whole reason Owen dies is to escape a toxic work culture, and I think you're right.
Yeah. So
pretty
I feel
accurate.
like
Stavik
Festus workers are way
Thanks.
better.
Stavik relays this information, and he's, if I were to guess, and the evidence would support this, we might be dealing with the Death Whisper cult.
Which one are you a part of?
I want to say I was more part of the one that was waiting.
Okay, so now we're just talking about this. We're not pretending anymore.
Why should I pretend?
No, I agree.
Oh.
It's ridiculous.
Wait, what?
It's
There's-
okay,
Wait,
Bastion.
stop.
I'll explain to you when you get older.
Oh, all right.
No, it's fine. I am a worshiper of Owen.
Yeah, but he's like dead.
My
That's
point
fine.
exactly.
Who cares? It's can
I
worship
do.
Why would you
whoever
worship a
wants.
dead god? Like, you don't get anything out of that, right?
Well, it's like worshiping no gods, which also there's a lot of people do that.
Well, sure, but like, it's a lot easier to worship no god than to worship a god that's dead.
Yeah, I mean, like,
'Cause
what?
you don't have
Wait,
the actual worship.
This isn't the point. We need to ask him questions.
Sorry, I'm getting off topic.
I would love to
keep
talk
going.
about it later, though. I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, totally. Yes, we were talking about this.
Stavik.
So, yes, what
Yes.
part?
The one that's waiting, you said.
Yes.
You think, or you said more accurately, were?
You said that you were mostly. Does that mean a portion of you was part of the other faction?
I never wanted.
This isn't a
Things-
value judgment. We're trying to solve a murder here.
I would never do anything to hasten it, but yes, part of me would want them to come back to their place.
Did you work with these death whispers?
Insofar as we helped translate all documents.
So yes. All right, cool. What do you know about them?
Not much. We only just translated
Shit.
documents.
What documents?
They would do anything to hasten. So, mass murders,
Right.
releasing. I'm thinking
That's where
that
we're at.
releasing plagues might not be out of the realm of possibility.
If you were to like carve a
Why
thing
you-
in, I don't think the plague is going to do that.
Is that why you were so interested in unusual books at the library?
And you were extremely interested in the symbol at the tavern.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
At the tavern, that symbol was inflicted post-mortem. Tessa had died within the span of our conversation, which means that somebody at the tavern must have carved that symbol into her body.
Mhm.
And it must have been either one of the patrons who, for the most part, had not been there, aside from Medsant and Durant and
course.
Miri herself, and
course.
the six of us.
Of course.
So then, could you perhaps enlighten us on how that may have come to be?
No. Because I didn't do that.
I mean, you're the only one that could have, right?
Well, I mean, if my earlier theory is correct, which they usually are, that there's people are being controlled by some kind of third party, a caster or a possessed item or something like that.
So someone
And-
controlled Stavik?
I was with everyone.
It's not exactly what I was saying,
it
but I mean, that's
happened.
possible.
Have you ever experienced someone controlling you before?
You ever, like-
would you know?
Lost time or anything?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
What about everyone else?
We should be. Oh, what?
What about everyone else? I have not. Valentino is in control of Valentino every moment
I mean,
of his
like-
life.
I go to sleep at night. Does that count?
I
I.
might. I rarely sleep.
The only instance of me not having control was not magical. So.
Such a thing for me would typically be after testing some of the concoctions that I'm testing.
Xander stumbles backwards and kind of like braces his back against like a nearby pillar, I guess, and then he kind of just like slides slowly to the ground, and he's just breathing.
Bro is
It's okay.
already
Oh,
next to you.
Yeah,
You
so
all right?
is Louie.
What's going on?
What is going on?
It's okay.
Slap, 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 slap.
Stop.
You okay?
I
Louie
think I will be fine.
is going to put his hands next to Xander's face, and very gently, just some cold energy flows from his tips to the sides of his face just to cool him down. It's okay.
You all right?
Xander will.
You want
take
to talk
it
about it?
I
Do we need
have
to go
been
back?
to Belmez? No, I dealt with that.
No,
But
I
I
meant to
think-
the hotel.
Oh,
You look
course.
like you need rest.
no. There's no time for rest.
You shouldn't push yourself.
On the contrary, we may be waiting for the evening to dawn, the sun to go down. So
Taking a nap
there might exactly be time for us.
isn't going to hurt.
Yeah. Let's get you back to the cod, and you can rest up a little bit.
It's okay, Xander. We'll solve this. You said it yourself. Just breathe, okay?
He looks like he's conflicted, but after a few moments, he'll just nod silently. All right.
And Louie stands up and holds out a hand to help him up.
Bastion's gonna put Xander's arm around his shoulder and kind of give him a team lift to get him up onto his feet.
There we go.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. Well, let's get you back to the cod, and you can lay down and get a nap, and
Valentino,
we'll kill some time, and then
I
get
have-
stuff done tonight.
can
What's
you...
up?
Maybe you should go with Zu'lin and Stavik to the Owen Temple just briefly before you join us at the cod.
Yes, and I have somewhere else I need to stop very briefly as well.
Just be careful.
Of course.
Can you do what I do? And a small ice butterfly will appear in his hand.
And I'll snap my fingers, and this little blue flame appears above it, and I blow on it, and it flickers over to you. And in your head, you're, yes, I can.
Perfect. And he kind of crushes the butterfly in his hand. We're going to take care of Xander. We're going to get him to a bed. And do not hesitate to talk. We should have open communication at all time, okay?
Of course.
Thank you. Be safe. And
You
you
too.
two as well.
Of course.
Mhm.
Come on, Bastion. Let's go.
All right, let's go. So with that, party splits in different directions. So who all is heading toward the Temple of Owen?
Stavik.
Stavik, Zu'lin, and Valentino, as far as I know.
All right, Stavik, Zu'lin, Valentino. The three of you heal away from the God's Home and continue south a little ways. And what you find is a number of busy streets that eventually make way to the southern section of town, an area known as River's Gate. And here you find what the locals simply call the Old Temple. And it is, much to its name, it is an old temple. It's is defunct and has been for more than a century. The town has yet to reclaim the land and knock it down because, probably would be in poor taste or bad luck or something like that to destroy a temple to a god that could come back any day, right?
And kill them,
Yeah, and-
explicitly.
Punish them for doing that, like as part of its very clear powers that it has. So they leave the god of death's house standing just in case. But it's been defunct for more than a century, and there it stands, this very old architecture. It's just sort of this beaten down, squat temple that has just looks like it's sat here in defiance of time, and it's still relatively intact. The front door is aged wood. It's almost gray in color, and it has metal bands around the outsides of the door reinforcing it. There are like these wide metal knockers built on both doors front of it, but they are rusted.
Did you just laugh at knockers?
I
Are
did.
you kidding me? Three of you.
I thought a young Frankenstein. That's where I laughed.
Yes.
I can't say anything about architecture around these people. Can you
They-
imagine if I
they
started talking
probably-
about the buttresses?
Yeah, I was gonna say they're probably laugh
Yeah.
at flying
If I,
buttresses.
if I tried to bring in Gothic architecture and talked about buttresses, they'd be like,
Is
This
there a big
guy.
head in the buttress?
so. But it
Continue,
definitely
please.
appears to be an abandoned temple to Owen. There are Owen's symbolism carved into the outside of the building. There's these rings carved into it, and the entire thing is very much gray tones. The whole building is gray tones. The steps leading up
the
to it are,
knockers.
the steps leading up to the front door are crumbled and coming apart, but the majority of the building is still very solid.
I go up to go open the door.
You saying it's got some solid knockers?
All right.
Hefty.
I hate you guys.
Well. All right.
I love knockers of all shapes and sizes.
All right.
Well, Stavik, you reach forward and you grab a hold of the door
And a
handle.
blade goes through your hand as punishment.
And as you grab onto that door handle, you feel an odd sensation. It is going to start in your hand, and it's going to jolt up through your arm and into your chest. And that's where we're going to call it a week.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Oh, I gotta write
Hell
that.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna forget about stuff that I messaged you about next week then, Beardy. I just can tell. I don't know where I should write it.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.